Hello, I'm MC Toon, the second or third or fourth most worst rapper in the world. And today, as you can see, we've got a whole panel of people. They can all see you. So go ahead and say hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, everybody.
And it looks like they can hear you too. That's good. I did not mess that up. Yes.
Awesome.
It was gonna be Dion Smo, but Dion Smo did not show. He said he had some. Now he lives in New York area. He says he has to paint a deck. I'm like, it's 9 o'clock at night. It's kind of dark there, isn't it? It's like, well,
Yes.
I'm like, hey, you could have said something, a couple days ago, but no, he didn't do that. So there you go. Now they're seeing my mouth all funny, so I'm gonna fix that while everybody else entertains you for a minute. How about we introduce ourselves? Go first, Quiddy.
Witty?
Well, he's on the top. He's right.
No, that's Mr. Serious.
Well, tonight I
It
haven't
says-
done any. I don't
Yeah,
have any
okay.
spontaneous deck painting planned, so I can be here. And so I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves already. I am Mr. Serious. You guys might not know me. I don't know. I've had medical issues, and I'm just getting over those. So, yeah, I'm going to be doing my spontaneous deck painting tomorrow.
Excellent. And let's see. Next is me, but then let's go to Punchy.
Hello, everyone. I'm so nervous. A long-time listener, first-time person on here. Just figured I'd, have something to calm my nerves down.
Oh, gross.
Oh, I'm not done yet.
That's
Yum.
there you go. That's proper. Some pizza. What kind of pizza is that?
Pineapple pizza.
Yes,
Nothing better.
that is the best. All right. My video's still wrong. Oh well, too bad. So next we got Schrödinger's cat, Mr. 15,000K, totally tearing it up. Are you there yet, or is it near?
I need 250 more subscribers, so I'm thinking maybe Friday we'll be able to ring the bell and celebrate.
Wow, that's
But it's a shame that that Smo, he couldn't show. You asked him to come on, but he said no. He had to paint a deck, so he had to go.
I see what you did there.
very nice. That's worse rapping than me, isn't it? Maybe.
Could have dropped some dope beats over top of it. I'm way too old to have said what I just said.
Yeah, some dope beats.
I think I got this.
No.
I tried.
Oh. So, all right. Thank you for that one there, Schrödinger. Glober Mom, how you doing?
Glover Mom has
Oh,
is
she's
still
still-
stepped away.
All right. So then it's on to you, Ilya.
Hello. How are you? Let me turn on my southern charm real quick.
Oh, calm down, people. Stay in control.
I'm kidding.
It's
Hi, everybody.
redneck ASMR.
Ooh.
It's redneck.
Man,
Yes.
if you're here in the last stream, Kason Morrill, he
Yeah.
was talking about what 5G antennas did to him, and
Oh no.
we don't want that double shot there.
No.
So calm it down.
No. Calm it down with the southern. I don't think I can calm down the southern. I can try, but no. Hi. So yeah, things are good. We are at over. I think we're in between 1,250 and 1,300 subs now. So
Yeah, you put on from Saturday morning. You crossed 1,000. Sunday morning. It's Tuesday, and you put another almost 300 on. Awesome.
Oh, Jose JG said, "Shout me out, somebody." Hi, Jose JG. But yeah, we are now almost at. We'll be at 1,300 in the next couple of days. We have the new Creators Corner, which was amazing. If you haven't seen it yet, we did it on the Plot Hole, who is a new up and coming creator who is just brilliant. He does things with his kiddos too and his wife, where they go out like on like I don't know. Just go watch the Creators Quarter we did on them. Also, this weekend we've got the Cabal and Illuminati creepy conspiracy theory breakdown again because there was so much to uncover with the first episode. So we split it up into two. And we have Prom Red and Seek Truth, Speak Truth coming on. Then on Sunday, we have the Uncalled For panel, and they are coming on to talk women's rights. So it's going to be a women's show that day. And then we'll have the Weekly Derp next Monday. And Mr. Victory's Let's Do This has been shifted around a little bit due to a big project he has on his plate from work, but that'll be around. And then I don't know when the guys are going to do the guy show about the guy things. That's called Poop in a Can, but that's coming up very soon now that Mr. Sirius is feeling better. So Poop in a Can is coming, y'all.
Y'all.
Poop in a Can is coming, y'all.
Oh, excellent. So I see we have Flurfica G, Fivica G. Fivica G. Wow. Are you going to cover the 5G death beams killing everyone at Ilya Moon?
Oh. Well, we do plan to cover two very important discussions coming up. One is going to be Twitter's inability to manage what is being put out in the Twitterverse. There is some current map and CP, and I'm not going to explain what those are, that are being shared across Twitter going unchecked. And so, I know Dead Kennedy in Space did a expose of it earlier today, and it's pretty disgusting. It's gross. One of the ones I went into to report, immediately you could see their top tweet, and I literally just got sick to my stomach. It's disgusting, and Twitter is not keeping a check on those. So we are going to look at that. We will be looking also at Mark Still and his bashing MC Toon. We at Sit Down with Debunkers stand by MC Toon, and he is not what he's being accused of. And we will be covering that soon, where we're going to put out a news story about that. And we are going to highlight your challenge to him to debate and answer for what he has said. So we're going to do that probably in the next week as well. And then other than that, we'll just be covering the normal derpity derp. I'm getting a lot of questions in your side chat tonight, MC2, because Christopher and Dave just asked me, are you going to be talking about the 5G turning men gay? So, quitties.
I have heard that as a serious claim, not as a joking claim.
Quitties.
As a serious claim.
Discord. Check our SDWD group chat.
So, Jeff Roberts has said 5G causes something, but I gotta say, Punchy, 5G is not in Canada really, so you can't blame it.
He's muted and he can't unmute.
Oh,
Leave him that way, please.
Unmuted.
There we go.
So,
yeah, it's strange. Whenever I mute myself, then I go to unmute myself, it'll say that the host muted me, so I have to wait.
Yeah.
And I know it wasn't you, so I'm not sure why it's acting.
Yeah, it's a bug in Zoom right now. Like I have the meeting set to not require that, but maybe if I toggle that on and off, let's I'll try that. But it's a weird thing. It happened last week too.
I know the reason.
There it is. All right, try it now. Mute yourself, and if you can't unmute yourself, then we'll just leave it on. We'll leave it muted.
Why is everybody tagging me for questions tonight?
Okay,
this is now the Ilya.
My goodness.
This is now the Ilya Moon McToon channel. So
now, did you see what Jeff Robert claimed there, Punchy? You'll have to scroll up about a screen or so.
5G causes micropenises?
Yeah, so you can't blame it because it's not in Canada yet.
Well,
sorry.
Well, okay. No, I can blame the cold weather, though. Just saying.
Causes shrinkage.
Yeah.
Yep.
Come on, MC2, you and I live in the same climate. We can both agree with that.
And I saw that Seinfeld episode, too. So, we're good.
It's a good thing you added the Seinfeld episode part.
Yep. So, all right. 5G. Oh, here's Lemon Bird coming in with the absolutely unfounded claim: 5G 60 gigahertz frequency makes O2 unbreathable. Lemon Bird or Aural.
60 gigahertz?
Yes, 60 gigahertz frequency makes. Now, Schrödinger's cat. What is your education level?
I have a master's, but my master's is in management, but my undergrad is in electrical engineering.
Yeah, so you know a little bit about that particular topic of radio frequency, right?
A tiny bit. I know that 5G is non-ionizing.
Yeah,
So
but now
there's that.
So, I mean, I thought that. So I've certainly heard that claim about 60 gigahertz causing O2 to be unbreathable. Lemon Bird.
Well,
let's not ruin it for him. Lemon Bird, present your evidence. We'll continue talking. You can feel free to email it to me, or send it to me in Discord. Just something that's evidence of that. So
There are 5 million more questions add to me.
yeah.
Surf, how many questions are you willing to answer tonight? Depends on what you're asking.
Oh, and he wants me to leave Punchy muted. Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah, but you know what? Don't listen to NA.
Yeah, I rarely do.
Quitty the Sprinkler says, "Oh, are we supposed to ask Ilya Moon questions?" Okay, Ilya, do you like sprinkles and log walks on the beach? No, I do not like long walks on the beach.
I have a question for everybody on the in the chat, but on the panel we'll go over it. How old were you when you discovered that sprinkles do not taste good?
I don't think I've ever really liked sprinkles that much.
Yeah, me either.
No?
I mean, either.
Man, all right.
Russell Glasser, I like them dry.
Punchy, have you discovered yet that sprinkles do not taste good?
Yeah, I mean, back when I was young, like really young, I probably liked them, but I haven't had sprinkles in, I couldn't even tell you when.
I think he learned it over a weekend in jail.
That was a good weekend.
Oh,
Mr.
Whole
Serious.
different kind of sprinkles.
I think Mr. Serious likes sprinkles.
No.
You didn't enjoy your weekend in jail.
No. I
Well,
usually don't.
Well, you know what? Canadian
Usually
jail is
don't.
way better than American jail, then.
They are not shrinking breasts. That's false.
Quiddy says that his sprinkles taste amazing. I'm not gonna test that. So
Yeah,
I wouldn't
they
know.
tell him what he pays them to say.
oh, wait, I wrote Mr. Sensible, not Mr. Serious in the title.
Well,
Yeah.
Let me
no, that
fix
actually-
that.
That happens.
That's
a
why
lot,
there's so many
actually.
people here.
Yeah,
people
it is.
always say things to me like, "Hey, I want to help you on that thing you're doing," and it's like, who do you think I am?
That mage thing.
Hey,
actually-
don't fix it. Like 200 people will drop.
Yeah, it'll just be us. But I was gonna say it's funny because I see the same thing with Sean Hufford and Sean Hawkins a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, that does happen a lot.
I made that mistake very early on. Who said it? It was about encryption, and Sean Hufford, who usually is spot on, was getting something about encryption very wrong, and I was tagging Sean Hawkins in the chat. So
Mhm.
there we go.
So let me answer these questions real quick. I know Mr. Victory just got here, but he's got to be unmuted. So let me really quick. I am not also craving more dick.
That's not what I heard.
Backtard, if you want to take it knitting, I have no pointers for you because I don't knit. And I think that's it. So there you go.
Hey, MC Tune.
Whoa. How you doing, Mr. Victory?
Oh, not too bad. Sorry for the interruptions thing. We had a bunch of dogs and a little girl running around.
Oh, it's okay. Could be worse. I could be tasting old ketchup chips.
Oh, that would be worse.
When did you buy these, Punchy?
Well, it's not so much when I bought them; it's when I opened them. I opened those chips March 12th, so it'll be what's that? 4 or 5? 5 months tomorrow. Those chips
Yep.
will be open for 5 months tomorrow.
It says, let's see. Best by 2020 March 01.
Notice it doesn't
March
say
1st.
goodbye. 'Cause they're never good.
I did not like
Hey,
them the
hey.
day they were new. So
Hey, you all
It's-
shut your mouths. Ketchup chips are amazing.
Hey,
It
do you-
should say least bad by.
Do you see what Russell Glasser said in the side chat? Who wants to read
Yeah.
that?
in the
This chat
I
is now property of Ilya Moon.
Aw. So,
I don't have the chat up. I need to bring it up.
Ooh.
Well, I'm too busy arguing how ketchup chips are right now to pay attention to the side chat.
So PhD Tony said for 5 Australian, this is for security to protect you from Mick Flatty. It's Mick Flatty, not MC Flatty. He doesn't get
Yeah.
MC. He seems super crazy even by Flurf standards. I blame Flurfica's training regime.
Hey, what
Yes.
is McFlatty up to anyway?
I don't know. He calls me about every day. He's my cousin.
533. 533.
And I'm like, I don't know what that means.
33 in the side chat.
Oh, is he here? Oh, whack-a-mole.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, anyway, yeah, McFlatty, he calls me every day. He always wants me to do something. He wants me to edit videos for him. He wants me to shout him out. He wants me to say, go sub to McFlatty. I'm like, nah.
I think he has a little crush on you.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's my cousin. You know, so
So he probably has a crush on you.
he's my really, really ugly cousin.
Are you related to 66633?
It's his cousin.
Oh, I think he's an ex-boyfriend of mine. That's why I'm asking.
Oh,
Yeah, who isn't?
Hey, oh, that was cold there.
man. A tough crowd, man.
I'm staying with this lover squirrel.
So,
Oh,
all right, so we are assembled here today because Dion Smo did not assemble himself here. And so last week Dion was on here because he had thrown out a big talking challenge, and so I came at him pretty aggressively, which was a lot of fun. And then the next day he put a video out saying that he had won. He brought absolutely not one piece of evidence. He said that now Punchy, get the video ready. He had said that ancient civilizations like had mapped out the firmament. He never sent me those pictures, but you know what that was. Everybody's seen it. It's like just the picture with a dome over it. Like somehow that's evidence. Like anyway, let's watch the video of him declaring victory. You want to do
Okay.
that, Punchy?
Yeah. Let's see. God, stupid bars in there. Make sure we can hear the sound.
There, go theater mode. There.
Woo! What's good, YouTube? Dion Smo from Smo's Martial Arts, my expression of martial art. Hope everyone's having a great and positive day.
He's,
Really?
he's heating.
Really?
He could
Bad
wait
enough
3
to have the-
minutes.
It's bad enough to have the crotch shot. Now we have Ian here.
and he's in his bathroom.
My thoughts on the flat earth today.
Well, hold on. He said he's
Yesterday,
painting a deck. He's in the chat right now.
That I won the
No, that's
debate.
a different
A lot
Dion.
of haters and Agent
Okay.
Smith
No, it
saying,
says Smo whatever.
Doom slaughtered me.
That's someone making it up to
Blah, blah,
make fun of him.
Okay.
Or like McToon was just throwing a bunch of math equations and math formulas, measurements. Oh, only way you could, find curvature is if you measurements. Where are the measurements? The sun's clearly not 93 million miles away. Oh, but there's measurements. The measurements, though, you know what I mean? Blah blah blah. Like I said, not everything can be backed by science. You know what I mean?
No.
And the fact that we see no curvature, and that he's saying that our human eyes can't see curvature because we don't have the vision to see that. So we need to carry around a man-made instrument that has fisheye lenses that taints the picture. You know what I mean? When he was showing those clips of the curvature on the oceans, the one had a fisheye lens. That taints the picture so you see curvature. But you take that lens away, it's flat. So, like I said, I feel like I won the debate. Like, you know, it was more of a math class of anything. And like I said, physics isn't my forte, but you can't always use physics or, you know, man-made mathematics, the man-made system of mathematics to, you know, always prove everything. Some things are just is.
Some things are just
is.
Are just is. I love it.
Mathematics you want. We live on a flat plane, and we live in a dome firmament.
Is that a shower curtain next to him?
That's
Yeah,
why
this is
Like,
bathroom.
yeah.
we can discern that with our own two eyes.
I think he's sitting on the toilet.
Mathematics. So if you guys that think the moon is 236 miles away and that you can use measurements,
Nobody thinks that. Nobody thinks that.
really think the sun is 93 million miles away, there's nothing I can do for you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's nothing I could say
That's fine, we
to,
don't want his help.
you know.
Is he that hungry that he couldn't wait another minute?
That's how every
No
planet
debate there.
works.
More like a bullshit math class. I won the debate.
Okay, then. What the? That's
And you know what's
Won
funny?
the
I like how
debate how?
he
I like
won
how
the
the next
debate
two-
because some things just are is.
the
The thing is, he's talking about you can't measure things. So every morning before I go on the boat, they take my temperature to, you know, for just as a prophylactic against, you know, COVID. Why don't they just ask me if I feel like I have a temperature? By his standard.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what? Hold on while I finish this thought too. But what kind of asshole in the middle of a video just starts eating down a bunch of food? It's so fucking rude, you know?
Is that pineapple pizza?
Yeah.
He's been around that 5G's turning him gay. He's putting pineapple on his
Oh my
pizza.
God. As far as I can tell, this guy seems to, he claims like he's a martial artist, and as far as I can see, the only thing I can see him training in is burrito.
Oh, ouch. Ouch.
And he's always, you can't explain things with science. I mean,
it just is.
could you imagine?
Yeah.
Could you imagine just walking into like a class of like 5th graders and saying that? Like, do you think like they'd like throw things at you?
Well, how about the people that designed the phone that he did that on?
Well,
Excuse
It
me,
just
as you
is.
as you design the next iPhone, you can't use science. Just,
They did
yeah.
this. This is how they did it. They did this. They were like, oh, phone. It just is. No science. No math. Get your math out of here and your measurements. No, it
All that
just
man-made
is.
stuff.
hey, measurements are the devil.
apparently.
No, measurements aren't the devil. The devil put the alphabet in the math equations.
Mm.
Mama says women are the devil.
Hi, Quitties.
Hey, everyone.
Hey. Well, my mama says that alligators are ornery because they got all them teeth and no toothbrush.
Son, you
No,
get
you're wrong, Colonel Sanders.
medulla oblongata.
I love that movie.
And this has just turned into poop in a can with guests Glover Ball and Ilya Moon.
Hey,
Hey,
MC Toon.
MC
Love
Toon,
you.
MC Toon, have you ever opened up a tech manual and seen the words "it just is"?
Oh, all the time. That's how all of the software I write is done.
Yeah, I remember there being a whole bunch of math in tech manuals and numbers and things.
Yep.
Yeah,
Well,
but that's
see, there's a secret though. Like when you go to like the front page, it'll say it just is, skip to the end, and then you just skip it. You skip all the math and all the measurements, and you're done. And you're a master. That's how you get it. That's how you do it. You didn't see that.
It just is what it is.
Oh, Man Devil says Flat Out Hero has his deer horns, Pratt has his water heater, and Smo has his shower curtain.
Yeah, they all got something for them, eh?
Speaking
That's
of which, I don't
sweet.
think that was a shower curtain. I would love to believe that was a shower curtain, but like there was a outlet right next to it, and I don't.
Oh, that he's like in a studio or something like that.
No.
Well, maybe he wired his house.
Or maybe
Well, not.
I can tell you with certainty that house belongs to his mom.
Gotcha.
Well,
Yeah.
if you have never been shocked while you're in the shower, then you don't know that you shouldn't put a plug next to the shower.
Well, I was gonna say maybe it's not a real outlet. He just put the cover there to make everyone think that he's got outlet money.
Hmm.
But
I see one of my favorite people on the planet in the chat. Blue Marble
Hey.
Science.
We
Hey,
got a
Blue.
big blue.
Big Blue.
Big Blue.
I love Big Blue.
I hate to brag, but I made Big Blue laugh once, so
He can laugh?
Wow.
He
Yeah.
can laugh. He laughs hard.
I made him laugh. I
I
did
make
it.
him laugh every single
Nice.
Sunday at church, and then at the picnic lunch after church. Every Sunday we laugh together.
Could
But
that have
that's
sounded
nothing.
any more southern?
That's nothing. Spurkismo makes him laugh all the damn time.
Oh,
Oh man,
jeez.
Hey,
Spurs. Oh,
Spurkismo makes me sick. He makes me laugh. He makes me cry. He's just
He
a
makes my
roller
head
coaster of
hurt.
emotions, really.
Oh yeah, Smo put out a video the day before I debated him. He put out a video talking about satellites.
really?
Five
Oh
a
my God.
G. You guys are just incredibly jealous that Dion Smo will be able to eat Mama's meatloaf until he's 70, and he doesn't have to do anything but yell up the stairs.
Meatloaf.
Well, that would be kind of nice.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say I can't lie. I actually am a little bit jealous.
Yeah,
I have to,
that's
I have to go to
awesome.
I have to go through the drive-through like an animal and get them to get my food.
To
Holy crap.
get meatloaf? What places in Canada have meatloaf in a drive-through?
All of them.
Oh.
Backyard. Play along.
I make a good meatloaf, but I'm
Oh.
Southern, so I know how to cook
Mhm.
because
Oh, is
you
that-
learn how to cook
is that
when you're Southern. You're too.
Is that required?
So thinking about the outlet next to the shower reminds me, several years ago, the water hose from my washing machine burst, and when I found it, I did not realize that the water was spraying onto the 240 volt outlet for the dryer.
Oh shit.
Oh, that's
Oh,
bad news.
I'm sorry, MC2.
So-
I'm sorry.
Ilya, language.
I'm sorry.
So I reached to turn the spigot off and
You gotta-
get hit
Ooh.
with a spray of water with 240 volts of electricity running through it, and
Oh.
I squealed like a little girl.
Now, Quitties, keep in mind that we don't need your measurements. All right.
Yeah,
just
you could have
is.
just said voltage.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, it's not the fact that it has 220 volts or 240 volts. It's the fact that it goes zap. You
Yeah.
went zap.
Yes,
Zappy,
I went,
zappy,
I
zap.
went
That's all you gotta
zap
say.
while being sprayed with a shower of water.
Mm,
That's
There.
the ultimate butt hurt right there.
now I get it.
Yes, that hurt.
Yeah, and that's one of the kinds of pains that I don't like is being shocked. That always just like
Have you gotten a 220, 240 volt shock?
no.
I've never gotten
no.
that.
Neither. That sounds like fatal.
Yes. I wouldn't.
Yeah,
That's
it
just
actually
that's just-
can give you heart problems.
Yeah.
That's just
When-
a taser gun. That's all it is.
I've got
But
lots
the
of
voltage-
120.
Yeah, the voltage doesn't kill you; it's the current.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why when you got to get it really wet and salty, so then you can get it real good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it was distilled
Exactly.
water, you would have been fine.
Yeah.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah.
You got to bring
It
out the
was
flavor
well
of the
watered.
voltage.
Copper.
Yeah, well, and if you want to find out if it's distilled or not, just get one of Anthony Riley's patented ppm meters and
His
And-
unicorn farts
Yeah,
meter.
yeah.
Yes.
Hmm.
Oh,
That way he can see rainbows.
Ooh, Mike on the Bayou says 400 volt DC wants that.
That's not good.
That's very dangerous. Yes. Ooh.
That's
So
almost a
I'm
lightning bolt, isn't it?
I'm doing some shameless self promotion in
Oh,
the
yes.
side chat.
Go ahead and
If-
sub to Sit Down with Debunkers.
Yes, because most of us are on. I think we're really only missing Bull and Roxy.
Yeah, I
What
think
we're
so.
on is a mystery.
Roxy and her silly having to sleep while we're awake thing.
Yeah, we all know time zones are fake.
Just CGI.
So, all right.
It's
Sub.
3:30 p.m. where I'm at. I don't know about you guys.
Holy cow.
That's
No.
not real. The real
You're
time.
in Hawaii, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Actually,
Yeah.
So did you
me
have
and B-Ball
to
are over here hanging out.
did you have to sit in the hotel room for 2 weeks, or how's that?
I
deal
did.
go?
I did. Well, not in the hotel room. In the hotel, I could go down and do my laundry, and I'd go down to the lobby and hang out and stuff.
Okay.
And I'm not saying I snuck across the street to the ABC store, but I'm not saying I didn't.
What's the ABC store? Already been
Phil,
chewed?
Phil, yes, Bull is actually the producer of our channel. He produces 3 of our live shows. We're going to have 5 live shows in total once Poopin' and Can is up and running, but he produces The Creepy Show, Equality, and The Weekly Dirt. And Bull is amazing and brilliant and very well cared for and taken care of by our channel. We love him immensely.
Bull
Yeah,
is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I-
Bull's the man.
He's
and I
done
even feed Boo.
he's done at least 2 on my channel.
Yeah, he's done Schrodinger's channel too.
Yeah, he does all my shows whenever I'm live.
Yeah,
And
he
our-
makes it so easy for the weekly derp. Like, I just give him all the images and the videos in order, and I don't have to worry about any of that. It just
Yeah.
goes when it's supposed to go, which is amazing.
Bull is one of my absolute.
Go ahead and turn it off.
Bull is one of my best friends in this community. I don't know if you guys saw his address basically last week for the stuff that's been going on, but I was on there with him for support. He and I are extraordinarily close as friends, as people, and he is just a great human being.
So let me interrupt here just for a second. I was trying to get this because B-Ball for Life, who you said is in Hawaii, is that right? He says shout out to
Yeah, he's here on the same island as I am.
okay. He says shout out to Schrodinger's cat. Sorry, man, beaches are closed. And then he says, imagine a world run by flat earthers. No, no. They,
No.
So B-Ball for Life and Schrodinger's cat didn't get to have their long walks on the beach together.
No, we
I'm afraid
actually we had a giant fail last weekend. So he came right down here to Waikiki where I'm staying at, and was on the beach that I could see from my hotel room window. And so I was supposed to go down there. We were going to take some pictures and do some stuff. Well, my drone was dead, all 3 batteries. So I said, let me charge my batteries. I'll come down. I charge my batteries. I go down there. He said he's in a blue little tent type hut thing on the beach. I text him. I'm like, dude, I'm down here. I can't find you. And he says, we just left.
oh,
So giant fail on our part.
Aw.
But
Sad.
some of my video that I took with the drone did make it into one of his videos. So it wasn't a total loss.
Oh, cool.
And I was gonna say, if the world was, if everyone was a flat earther, and that's how the world's kind of run, and that's how we got the technology we have, that none of us would have met each other, right? Like ever, if we made it this far as a species.
No, we would be rubbing sticks together trying to make a fire.
No, I think the fire would have killed us. 'Cause we would have tried to figure out what it was, burned it, like touched it and burned ourselves, and kept on trying until it was, our demise.
Well, there's a chance that possibly Ilya and I could have met because technically we lived about 20 minutes away from each other
Yeah.
several years ago. And the same with Chrismer and I, because he only lives like 45 minutes away from me. So there's a chance that I could have actually met 2 of the people in the community.
And-
but that's it.
And Big Blue and I live right down the road from each other now.
Yeah, I mean, I could have technically met Backtard and Brainy, and even MC Toon, because I do have a buddy that lived right by MC Toon. So if I
Why
happened
would
to
you
be
want
there,
to meet Brainy Beaver?
it was an accident. An air conditioner needed fixing.
Oh.
Who
We
doesn't want
are-
to see wet beaver?
Oh, jeez. Okay, so before this
Boo.
turns into an After Dark special.
Yeah, not again.
Hi, Mom. I heard you get back.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
yeah,
Mom.
I got dinner cooked up and I'm back.
Yay!
Oh, so MC Toon, you didn't know what an ABC store was?
No, I'm
That
pretty.
It's a Southern thing.
I'm a terrible alcoholic.
Yeah, in the South, where below the Bible Belt, where we still have crazy people that think you shouldn't ever drink ever. Everything stronger than wine is controlled by the government.
Yeah.
So ABC stores are actually government liquor stores.
Yep.
In
Their alcoholic beverage control is what ABC stands for.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
I thought that was a joke.
And
wow.
No, and here in North Carolina, I don't know if it's the same for every state, but they close Saturday night and do not open until Monday morning.
That's like that in Texas too.
Liquor
that
on
was
Sunday.
the case in Minnesota until a couple years ago. It was a big deal when they changed that.
That's in Texas too.
Yeah,
Okay.
here in Hawaii, ABC is a chain of convenience stores that I think they're just making fun of the southern states, because you buy liquor and beer and wine and everything there, and they also have little convenience store snacks. and
PhD
like
Tony asked, "Where can I get the Below the Belt Bible?"
Below the Bible.
It's called Karma Sutra, and you can find it probably at your local bookstore.
It's at your local library.
Yes.
I know Washington State had
is
that
the
too.
Bible that Ilya and Punchy study together? I know you guys
That's
have
their
your Bible study
yeah,
sessions.
You guys are jealous because you can't come.
How dare you?
I can. It just takes a while.
How dare you accuse me of doing anything other than reading the Bible when I say I'm going to read the Bible?
Yeah,
Well,
she would
technically,
never
that's
do
still
that.
the Bible.
So
Wait.
let's see.
I was gonna say, you guys talking about state-owned liquor stores. Washington State had those. I don't know if they still do, but my aunt would drive down and basically fill up her trunk with liquor here in California and take it back up with her, because I guess it was very expensive, or
Yeah.
it was up there. She's like, she'd come down here, fill her trunk up, and take it back.
Holy
Yeah,
cow.
it's pretty crazy. We've actually been trying here in North Carolina to get liquor privatized.
Mm-hmm.
It's been up for vote a couple of times now, and it's failed every time.
Yeah.
So you can buy beer and wine at grocery stores and
Right.
convenience stores, places like that. But for liquor, anything more than, I think it's like 25% alcohol, you have to go to an ABC store, or right across the border, because I'm right on the border of North and South Carolina. South Carolina calls them the Red Dot store.
Okay. Yeah.
In Virginia, that's how it is. You have to go to if you want liquor, you got to go to a liquor store.
I just looked up something really funny though. In Houston, you can buy beer after midnight Saturday and through Sunday, but not on Monday.
That's weird.
Well, that's weird.
Crew, my King Crew asked what my safe word was.
So here,
Bible.
Pickles.
No, it's
well,
not
here.
Bible. It's
Poop.
Quitties.
It's
It's
Quitties.
Quitties. Because just hearing the name Quitty just drops the mood.
So
Usually
we
does.
Safe word.
we
Go
are
ahead.
well, we went all enough of that safe word stuff. We went to my wife and I went to Wisconsin for a trip a couple weeks ago, and in Minnesota they don't even sell beer in the grocery stores. There's a separate entry, but in Wisconsin, it's in the gas stations have everything, and it's just weird going in there seeing everything.
Mm-hmm.
well, see, and that's how it is. Up in in Manitoba. Well, more specifically Winnipeg, but in Manitoba, it's all publicly owned. It's the MLCC, and so any stores here, like 7-Elevens, gas stations, grocery stores, there's nothing. You have to go to either LCs, like the liquor marts, to get liquor and beer and all that, or beer vendors. And every single beer vendor, I'm not sure what the reason is, but it has to be attached to a hotel or a motel.
Really?
Yeah,
Well, Tune. Oh, go ahead. So you weren't finished.
Oh, I was gonna say, but if you go outside of the city, then convenience stores do sell it. I guess just it's probably something they have because it's not in the city, right? That's all I know. But that's all I had to say.
Yeah, when I was in Wisconsin and in Milwaukee, you can't buy any alcohol after I think it's 7 p.m., which is super weird.
Yeah, it's 9 o'clock here
Wow.
in Texas.
It's because I landed and I was on my way to the hotel and said I'll stop and grab some beer, and nobody could sell it to me.
Huh.
That's
It
crazy.
was super weird.
Stringer News just said when I was in Johnson City, Tennessee, there was a beer store and an ale store next to it. Same cashier. He had to go outside to ring up customers in the other store.
Yeah,
That's
that's
I've seen that in
they
South
have that
Carolina.
in Texas too. Look, you can't buy liquor in the same store.
Isn't that weird?
See, that's really strange. Because yeah, like here, the beer vendors are saying they can only sell, I think, up to wine, like 14% or whatever. So you have to go to the LC to get hard stuff. But at the LC, you can get everything: beer, wine, whiskey, etc., etc.
They just
Yeah.
combine the stores. It doesn't make any sense. They just put two stores beside each other. So
Yeah.
it's like
I don't.
I
All
don't
this
understand
makes
that.
me miss living in Chicago because you could buy everything in a grocery store in Chicago.
Because Chicago was awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I would have friends come and visit me from North Carolina, and they were blown away that you could buy liquor in a grocery store.
You can't do that right now in Chicago because everything is on fire.
Is that true?
Yeah, but in the few
Literally
months a year
everything.
where everything's not on fire in Chicago,
It's-
you can.
Yeah, it's free in Chicago right now. You just need to be there before everybody else.
That's true. You're right. Exactly. That's right.
They're
Nick
just having a
Flatty-
fire sale.
Yeah.
Nick
There
Flatty
you
is in the
go.
chat.
Good one.
Mick Flatty's in the chat
Yeah.
demanding to play the video with him.
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
All right.
Oh, McFlatty, come on now. Really?
All right.
McFlatty,
fine.
did your mom
He's
give
so
you
needy.
permission to get on the computer?
That's the
McFlatty's so
next
needy,
one.
I swear. You know?
That's the next one I
Alright.
have queued up for you there, Punchy.
Okay, let's check it out.
Oh no.
So this is from actually Michael Scubo, who sent me an email. He's not a flat earther. It's some satire. So
Okay.
Oh, okay, cool.
do a cinema mode there.
Yeah, well.
Okay.
There we go.
Alright. It's muted.
Oh,
It's okay.
yes.
It's just like a piano thing.
Still, things are weird.
That looks like a totally real newspaper.
I'd buy it.
Punchy, turn it down a little.
Yeah, that's how FAQ came about. Hmm.
Yeah. And Florfa Kaj's School for Florfs.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Flat Earth University, too.
There's
Speaking
McFlatty.
of that, I love the look. The who?
Aww.
I love that. All that picture. So sad.
Gravito.
I thought it was droppity.
Gravity. Yep. Struggle is real. Paula.
Trying to build that.
Good job.
2070.
Oh gosh.
Have to use the geometry.
As a real university.
Yep. Exactly.
I just took a vape right when I tried to laugh and choked myself. I'm gonna mute myself and cough for about 10 minutes now.
Wow. That was cool. I love that.
That was good. There you go. So Michael Scubo, I hope I'm saying that right. He's not he's not from America. So there you go. I put the link in there if you want to see some of his other stuff. So
That was
enjoy.
That's funny.
That was
funny.
great.
That was really well done.
To tab that.
But
And
it's like,
and
Okay.
McFlatty. Well,
Yeah,
If
Ilya's
Flat
trying to
Earthers sort of-
matchmaker.
Yeah, I think McFlatty and Flurfika G could
Yeah.
get together.
I don't think McFlatty's mom lets him date yet.
That would be
Oh,
like
yeah, he's not
Oh.
old enough. That's right.
Yeah.
that would be like the gatekeeper and the keymaster.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's not.
Nah, that wouldn't work.
So-
You're right.
How many people have seen the video of Devon Shower Handle interviewing McFlatty?
Me.
I think so.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh?
Yeah. I think everyone on this call has seen it at
Yeah.
least.
Uh-huh.
Is that the one with the junkyard in the background?
yeah.
Yeah, okay, I've
I
seen
think
it.
it was his
Oh my gosh.
basement. Yeah.
McFlatty's disappointed mothers in the chat.
Oh no.
Oh no.
We're so sorry.
No dating-
McFlatty's disappointed mother. We're so sorry for you. I'm sorry.
Poor McFlatty.
He's never gonna find a woman. Just not gonna happen.
He already has a woman.
Yes, his
Well, okay.
mom.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right.
Mom, the meatloaf.
Well,
Has
from what
anybody
I've-
seen? Has anybody seen the old Homer Simpson video where there's the candy bar and it's got the electrodes hooked to it?
I
Oh,
think
yeah.
He keeps
so.
grabbing it
Yeah.
and screaming, and then he grabs it again. That kind of reminds me of a lot of flat earthers,
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
well,
Spurs.
and a lot of First Amendment auditors, because I've got multiple
Oh,
videos.
they
Of,
keep getting shocked.
They-
Yeah. Well, no, it's like if you're it's what I'm thinking of where Lisa does that science project with Bard, and she hooks things up to electrodes, and he keeps on trying to get it and hurts himself, and it's my
Yeah, that
brother
was the
smarter than a
cupcake.
hamster. There's the cupcake
Yeah.
and the bookshelf. And that was
Yeah.
the project. That's kind of what it's like.
And the hamster figured it out after once or twice, and
Yep.
Brett
Right.
just
Yep.
kept going after it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the video I've got premiering tomorrow has a guy. He goes to the courthouse, and he's got his phone out and he's filming. He films the sign that says you cannot film. It's signed by the
Yes.
judge.
Yes.
So he refuses to stop filming. An actual judge comes out in his robe and says, "You can't film. You either need to stop filming or leave." And so he gets arrested. As part of his arrest, they
Oh my
confiscate
God.
the phone. So he gets a different camera when he gets bail.
Of course.
He
Mhm.
goes to the police station with his camera to get his phone. They tell him he can't film. He continues to film. He films the camera at the police station that's a lot like the one that was at the courthouse that says that he
Right.
can't film.
Mhm.
He gets arrested again, just like Homer Simpson.
Never learns. Never learns.
Yeah. Well,
Noon
and the fun-
Eastern time tomorrow. Go watch it. It's hilarious.
Oh my god.
I
All
watched.
right, I know what I'm doing at noon tomorrow.
That's all I was like.
Yep.
That's my lunch hour right there.
That's my lunch hour ish. I can probably pop in for a couple minutes. Always when I'm at work.
I watch everything that Schrodinger's cat puts out. It's always hilarious. It's so
It's
weird
funny.
It is
how
funny.
absolutely absurd, like how dumb these people are, and they'll say these things like, "Oh, I know the law." It's like, "Yo, I know the law
Yes.
better than you,"
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
they get arrested, and it's like,
No,
oh,
you
oh
didn't.
yeah.
Sirius, I think, is your number one fan, Schrödinger.
Oh well, I bring the stupid. I mean, I scour the internet for the stupid.
Well, and I think Sovsits and First Amendment auditors, they're kind of like how flirts are with physics. That's how they are with the law. They really think they
Oh.
have no idea what it's about.
No.
Well, I think it might be like the part of the same kind of like a hiccup in the brain. Like with flat earthers, it seems like there's always some kind of like religious component. Not always, but it seems like that is a usual factor, is that this belief will like back up their religion so they can like believe more strongly. And then like in Sovereign Citizen's case, for some reason it always comes back to freaking driving. It's always about driving.
I'm traveling.
I'm traveling. I'm not driving, I'm traveling.
So it's like they lose their license, and then their buddy tells them, "Oh, you don't need a license to drive. You can get a get out of jail like free card." And they believe it so strongly because now they don't have to worry about getting a license or doing anything or following rules. They can just do whatever they want because they now have this new belief that they saw in a paper with documentation somehow on it or something.
Right.
So now every time a cop pulls them over, they're going to just steadfast, no, you guys don't know. You guys are wrong. I read it. So it backs up this belief that makes things more convenient for them, just like the flat earthers do.
They barely scratch the surface of knowledge, and that's why I did that video about a week ago about Dunning-Kruger. The origin of Dunning-Kruger was a guy who got arrested. He robbed 2 banks, not one. He robbed 2 banks. He didn't put on a mask. Instead, he rubbed lemon juice on his face because he had read that lemon juice was a key component in disappearing ink. So he didn't think, he knew that if he put lemon juice on his face, the cameras couldn't see him.
Oh, jeez.
I hear lemon juice also blocks the 5G radiation. So you can just cover your body in it.
You gotta put it in your eyes, though.
Yeah.
It's also the
you gotta
origin
make sure
of
it's in your
lemon
eyes.
bird.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah. Lemon juice gave us lemon bird.
Hey guys, I got someone here that wants to talk
Put her
about
on,
something.
put her on.
Okay.
Put her on.
Hello, Miss Victory.
Hey, Miss Victory.
Little Miss Victory.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey.
Okay. I've been asking her this question, and she gets mad at me every time I do this. But why can I not make Karen videos?
Because they're stupid.
I hear you like my Karen videos, though, my little Miss Victory.
I heard she's creating something special for next week's Weekly Dirt.
Yes.
Yes.
We're doing the audio here tomorrow,
Sweet.
so already,
Sweet.
and everybody's going to love it.
I see MC Toon just dropped another video for Punchy to play.
I have that one
And
ready.
just seeing what he said about that video makes me cringe. I don't know if I can do that.
Hey, Schrödinger's cat, while they're playing that, look at your Discord.
Okay. Give me a second.
All right, so Punchy, bring the volume down.
No, can we not?
Maybe a little bit.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's already down. So this is the last one you just put up in the chat there, right?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Please tell
It
me
is.
it's
We
not
have
what
to
I
play that
think
video.
it
Do we
is.
It
really
is.
have to play
All
that
right.
video?
Yes.
The
yes.
reason why
No,
the reason why they're
please.
so resistant is it's multi-tom-tom.
Oh,
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
swear to God.
Oh no.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, not this one.
Explained for idiots.
Oh.
Is an educational video for those dickheads who live on a spinning basketball
Projection.
in the vacuum space.
He gets so triggered.
Now, all these idiots see a video or an image like this with regard to a sunrise in quotation marks.
We have a team in the chat. We have a
They
team in the chat.
assume that the Earth is turning
All right,
or moving
pause it for a
towards the
second.
sun.
All right. Hello, Team Skeptic. How you doing? Of course, multi-tom-tom misses that the sun there could not set if the Earth were flat, or he thinks it's squarish or something, cubical. I don't know.
Probably.
Well, and one thing I did quickly yesterday, because I was checking, because I know that, remember when we did the whole the equinox observation back in March there?
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking, because the lowest the sun gets for me at 50 degrees north of the equator, the lowest it gets at noon for me is about 16.5 degrees. Now, if the Earth was flat with the measurements they usually provide us, 5,000 kilometers or so for the height of the sun, if it were to be 16.5 degrees above the horizon, it would have to be about 17,000 kilometers away, beyond the ice wall, for it to get that low in the sky ever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And some reason it's supposed to
Exactly.
come up on the opposite direction.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does he say where this is taken from? Because that looks exactly like the view outside my hotel window.
He
The
might
mountain
have.
there.
Yeah, he
I
might
think
have
that's
done that
from
while
Waikiki.
he might have done that while you're sleeping last night.
Hey,
While you and B-Ball for Life are taking your long walk on the beach.
No,
Maybe.
I think that
That-
Schrodinger's cat is multi-tom-tom.
Dun, dun,
Oh.
dun.
We never see him at the same place, so we never know.
Wow.
Can
I can neither
Schrodinger's cat
confirm nor deny.
say spinning basketball?
Say what?
Spinning basketball.
Spinning basketball.
Now rap. Earth is flat. Earth is flat. You know.
The Earth is flat.
That was such a hard video to edit. I had to listen to
Look
him
at that man's
so
top,
many
Mommy.
times. Oh my gosh.
And that's why you no longer claim to be the world's worst rapper after having to listen to that more than once.
I still haven't listened to that, and I have absolutely no intentions to.
I haven't listened to it either, so
Make sure you, so you know, everybody, I have a video that's the Flat Earth rap. Go, don't watch it. Give it a thumbs down. I won't be hurt.
Watch at your own risk, yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So,
Would listening to it be kind of like looking at Red's rhetoric?
Worse.
It's kind of like
I survived, so maybe not that bad.
So maybe not that bad. Yeah.
Yeah,
Did
but
you
look
hear
at-
the other song that Multi Tom Tom made though?
Oh yeah. He
Yeah, he made a reggae song as well.
yeah, that was yeah.
Oh, that one?
I couldn't do that.
Oh, that's awful.
That one was terrible.
So the guy last week, Simon Perry, he does rap, and he thought, because people said he thought I was a rapper, and he's like, I hear you're a rapper, so I sent him that video. He's like, that is terrible. I said, it wasn't me. So okay, let's hear some more from Multi there.
All right.
In other words, if you are standing on this beach, then you are slowly going towards that sun at the distance. But there is one big problem with this concept. And can you see what it is?
No, not at all.
It's the
Not at all.
fucking
He's
ocean
dumb.
right in front of you. If you are standing on this beach,
It's the water.
the earth is turning towards the sun, then all that water should flow with
Oh, hell
rotation.
I
no.
know that's
No.
where he was going to
No.
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 Seriously.
Pause it. You gotta pause it.
Oh my
Punchy.
Just no. Just no.
Nobody debunk it or deny it. If you hold a glass of water in your hand and tip it, the water will flow out of the
It
glass.
will not.
Uh.
Oh my god.
Not ifs or buts.
Just no, Multi
Oh,
Tom
man,
Tom.
Look
where-
at word
No.
that goddamn can on the table all over again.
That's
will
not
always
how it works at
behave
all.
the same way.
He's been in this arena for so long. He should know better.
He should know better. Oh,
So it's
He's
the
just trolling on this one.
level,
It has to be.
no matter
I swear to God.
wherever you are on the earth. Cannot deny.
Oh my gosh. I know, look at that.
Man, that is
What
some
the hell is that?
skeptic level
God,
drawing
team
right
draws
there.
better than
I
that.
was gonna say, I was gonna say one thing. Team, you can take lessons
yeah.
from this, just so you know.
Yes, you
Yeah,
can.
Team Skeptic, there you go.
I think Multi Tom Tom gets Michael J. Fox to do his animation.
Oh, God.
Oh my
that's
God.
bad.
Team
That was
Skeptic.
bad.
Team Skeptic, we found you a tutor for your art class. Got to multi-tom-tom.
Yeah,
Take-
we're
take
gonna
notes.
be announcing Team Skeptic is opening an art school.
That's
we'll be
right.
announcing that on the Weekly Derp next week.
So everybody come check it out.
Yeah.
And if you're not subscribed already to Sit Down with Debunkers, you can do that as well.
Did he
Wait.
record this by putting like a picture on top, like overlaying it over paint?
He did.
Like it's not even, he couldn't even get the globe in or the flat earth in paint.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
Like-
just
and he didn't like
Yeah.
save it as a JPEG or something. It took a screenshot, so paint is in there
Yep.
too.
Like this has to be the history
Trying to
of
troll.
right? Like,
Yeah.
please, for like the sake of my sanity.
Team says I need no tutors. I tutor tutors.
Uh-oh. You sound like a flat earther there.
This
Team.
sounds like a multi-tom-tom Team Skeptic showdown here, don't you think?
Mm.
Yeah, multi Tom Tom won't ever show up for debate for
No.
anything. No.
No, he's like Gary Wybanga. He'll
Yeah,
just
that's what I
say
was about
stuff in
to
the
say.
side chat.
Yeah.
Keyboard warriors.
Yeah. Well, should we finish watching this piece of crap?
Hold on, real quick.
Do we have to?
Talking about tutoring tutors. So, the other day, what's the guy that's the? I can't believe I'm blanking on this. The guy that's the surveyor.
Ray?
Jesse Kozlowski.
Jesse Kozlowski was talking to Brian Leakey
Oh,
my
and
God.
and asked him, just get some books about surveying. And Brian Leakey said, "I could write a book about surveying."
oh my gosh.
Yeah, Brian
Yeah.
Leakey is
Brian-
that
oh my God.
narcissistic.
Oh.
He's gonna have a
Yeah.
heart attack on stream one day. He's
Oh yeah,
so
he's definitely
angry.
he's gonna stroke out one day.
He's gonna stroke
Either-
out. I guarantee it.
I
we'll
want-
cover it on the weekly derp.
Yes, he will.
I think if we could orchestrate it just right, we could simultaneously make Brian Leakey and Travis, Travis the Plain
God,
Truth,
Travis.
both simultaneously stroke out on the show.
Probably.
Well, we don't want
They
him to
both
stroke
get so
out because he
triggered.
drives a truck, so we gotta make sure he's not driving his truck
Oh, jeez.
when that
Yeah.
happens. So
We at Sit Down with Debunkers do not at all endorse the hurting of others.
no.
We at Schrödinger's cat want to see Brian Leakey stroke out on today's show.
We at the weekly derp also want to see Brian Leakey stroke out.
Oh, we're terrible.
Oh, has
He'll
he been
keep
on?
it
Has he
unless
been on
it's
camera?
funny.
Can we make this happen? So
I don't know if he's been on camera. He's usually on.
I know Travis
yeah.
has, but
Doesn't have his camera on. Yeah.
Do you know what it's gonna sound like? Come on, man.
Oh, and by the way, if Team is still in the chat, I figured I'd just quickly do a little drawing just so I could really school him. If anyone wants to see it, I hate to break, but it's pretty good.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Oh no.
Okay.
Eamon is
Oh,
talking
no.
about returding.
Just say it's
McFly.
pretty good. That's how you draw a team.
That's it. There.
It's on now.
Yeah.
I have.
See, that's the most
Ooh.
realistic body of Punchy there is, right there.
Who is
Oh my
Tagam
gosh.
though?
Gam.
Team.
T-Gam. T-Gam. That's his rap name. T-Gam.
Damn.
I love how you put your age in there.
Looks like Ag 9, Fruity.
So
Backwards Eve.
Didn't
extra
get the proportions
Backwards,
correct.
upside downy.
extra J says that if ever were to ask Brian to give the definition of what an orthographic view is, that might do it. So if we could all
Messed up.
at the same time ask what is the
Legs are still fat.
Noted,
fat dog.
extra J.
Yes, noted.
Team Skeptic says that's messed up.
It says the legs are still too fat.
God.
I mean, I can't really give Team any crap for being skinny because, well, I'm not any bigger. But here, I'll draw a picture of me too because we're totally best friends.
Honestly, I have to say, Punchy, your drawing of Team looks a lot more handsome than Team in person.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got more hair, but then again, he's not wearing it. We always see Team with a hat, so.
You don't have
Yeah,
any
you need a
eyes?
hat that's like
Don't draw anymore.
He looks like a
Size is
dog
too
with
Don't
no eyes.
draw anymore.
He's got droopy ears.
He's got the old man bald hair with the long on the sides and no eyes, no
droopy
nose.
ears.
Ponytails too. That's usually
It
ribbons.
looks
that.
like
Is that
looks like a dachshund standing upright.
Doesn't it?
That's
Doesn't it?
it.
Looks like a dog.
is that John
like
Candy
droopy
from
ears.
Spaceballs? Is that what that is?
Barf, barf,
Or
Barf.
barf, Bartholomew.
Who are you drawing now? MC2?
I see glasses.
Oh, that's Craig.
Yeah.
What's he putting down?
Oh, Jesus.
No, he's doing
Well,
MC2, and I
Oh,
see the picture
MC2.
right
It can be both.
It's both.
Oh, it's Colonel Greg.
there. Colonel Craig. Craig. It's Craig.
Greg.
Creieg.
What?
I'm just glad he didn't draw me because he threw me.
No,
yeah, exactly.
I can't. No, the thing is, I actually can't because I did draw one of Ilya last night. But with what happened with Shesh on Team's channel, I'm not going to do it because it might actually shut
we
it
don't
down.
want to get this shut down.
No matter how bad it was.
Well, Team was drawing last night, and I asked him to draw me like a French girl, and Punchy did.
Yeah.
And it
if
was
wasn't-
all a stick figure except for one detail.
Well, that's how you draw female stick figures.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to put an extra line in the middle of the legs for a male stick figure.
Oh, geez.
only
But,
if they're not wearing a kilt.
Right.
Oh, do you guys want to
Yeah.
finish the Tom Tom video still, or?
Oh,
We're trying to stall. Shh. Anyway.
Now,
or even if they are wearing a kilt,
Someone
but they're
grab a
well
screenshot
endowed.
of that and send it to me.
I have
did.
just to be clear, I have seen both
Okay.
Punchy and Team Skeptic in real life. So yeah, that's pretty accurate pictures there.
Hey! Have you seen this muscle?
Nope.
I still
What
can't see
muscle?
it.
What muscle?
It's going
It's
back.
like, it's like the cartoons where kind of
It looks like olive oil's arm.
Oh,
Took a G. Cross Butcher, you forgot to add unsub for my channel next to Team Skeptic's face with the sub block.
No, I'm not gonna do that. The joke,
No.
but I'm actually fond of Team.
Oh.
He's fun.
I
Are you
can,
going to study the
fun.
Bible with Team now?
I can hook you up if
Sure.
you need.
Well, speaking of which,
Oh
do you guys
my.
want me to read? I'll read my favorite Flat Earth passage if you don't mind.
Oh,
Yes, please.
Okay. Thou hast increased the nation, O Lord. Thou hast increased the nation. Thou art glorified. Thou hadst removed it far unto all the ends of the earth. Hey, that actually had ends of the earth on it. I really picked a completely random thing in the Bible.
Wow.
I guess I just
I'm a-
proved it.
I'm a believer now.
Well, that kind of throws a lot of cold water on the infinite earthers.
oh yes.
Yeah.
We got
Trying to punish us, Toon.
Oh.
we got another
These
one.
videos.
Oh, can I stop getting Discord messages? I try and click on the link and they pop up right in the corner with a freaking link. Okay, there we go. Okay, should we watch this video?
Yes. I mean no. I mean yes. Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, too.
This is Brian Leakey's video apparently. That's not.
Golf ball or two other similar items, and due to gravity, they will fall at the same rate. And we all did it, and we were all awed by the fact that everything fell at the same rate. You know, from the top of our heads, you're on a little ladder. Now we're a little older, and now we climb roofs. And let's see. I got a ping pong
And
ball and
hopefully
a golf
fall
ball,
off the roof.
identical in size, and the only factor is supposed to be wind resistance. And since they are the same size, they should
Their resistance too.
damn near
Danny.
equal wind resistance.
Not
So
wind.
I'm going to do this crude test. I got a little device here to make sure they drop it at the same time. And if you are a little more scientific, a little more professional, you know, you can take a look at this. And if you see the
Or
results,
scientific.
do it a little more professional. But let's see if it's worth the doing. Here we go, folks. Dropping them on my pepper. Ping ball and a golf ball. Ready? See which one hits first. Plain as day. Every fucking time.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow, he couldn't do it in the day when there weren't crickets.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Didn't
There
say,
ambient
but
noise that was rumbling in my headphones, and I had to turn the volume
Oh
down.
my gosh.
Oh man, his cousin wife was probably like, "Get off the roof!"
you're gonna fall. Get off that roof.
So everybody,
Quitties.
the Team Skeptic is only 54 subs away from 30,000. So make sure you go and subscribe.
Here, but everybody, you got a job to do.
Yep, go unsubscribe so you bring it up to 100 away.
Go ahead, subscribe.
We got to get them to 20K.
20K. Yes.
So
That's right. We gotta go to
subscribed,
20K.
I'm gonna go
We'll do it.
unsubscribe and then subscribe again.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
That'll help.
Yep.
What are we
Not sure
at
how-
on our channel now?
I don't know. I haven't looked today.
We are at
1.25K subscribers.
1250 still.
All right.
Hey,
Mr. Bozo Head got the challenge that I sent to Mark Steele and made a video of his own. It's in the chat right now. Go watch it. Give it a thumbs up. I'm gonna do my own still when YouTube's done processing it. But there you go. What are you laughing at?
Theo Fungi, over 2,000 years of science, and there's Brian throwing things off the roof.
And if you notice that when he threw off the roof, they were going exactly the same speed down. One
Yep,
didn't
they
slow
were.
They were
down.
dropped at
They
different
were-
times.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
Yeah.
he had
He
them
did
on,
that
instead
on
of having them in
purpose.
one hand and just dropping them, I think he had that whatever underneath him, like that board or something.
And that's why he
I
cut
don't
off half of his body because he knew what he was going to do.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, that was the first time I've ever seen him, and it reminds me of that he challenged me to a fight, and after seeing him, he may want to rethink.
Yeah.
Well, now we have video of him, so if anyone's really good at video editing, we can make him stroke out and fall off the roof.
Oh, geez.
Beyond side out. Don't give Brian any ideas, okay?
DKG Custom, we got a job for you there.
you think
Where
he would
is
fall
DKG?
faster?
Yeah, I don't know. He's
He
usually
can't
kicking
read.
around.
See.
We did a video insert of his of one of his videos on the Weekly Derp, and he messaged me and said, "You know, I can copyright claim you," and I'm like, "Oh no!"
Oh yeah, he did that
Yes,
to me
I
too.
saw that one.
And then
When
he
I
was
told
like-
him that I was doing his
He
video,
had a
he was
grin.
like,
Then he did a little grin emoji.
Yeah, then he put LOL.
Yeah.
He was joking.
I
love
just
this
looked
movie.
at Brian's video. It has 6 thumbs up and 9 thumbs down.
Let's give him.
Hold on, let me revise
69.
that. It's
Nice.
got.
Yeah, but they
it's
both
got-
get clicked at the same speed.
Yep. I put the
Well,
video.
now it's got 10 thumbs down.
I put the video. It's in the chat right there, people. If you have an opinion on the video, go ahead and let it be known.
Oh, it's got 13 thumbs down now.
Oh, Jesus.
Snap.
For Brian.
That's funny.
Oh my gosh, the channel is Flat Earth Test.
Yes.
Yeah.
What?
All right,
He
so
actually gets, I think he gets like his son with him and doing stuff
Okay,
like
14
that too.
thumbs down.
I feel like we should go over why things are supposed to fall at the same rate, or right?
Yeah, we could go through this real fast.
Should we
We
should we
can,
get that?
we
Should we get the
can.
desert file video clip?
No. Why is it the same rate? Right.
Rate.
Right.
Polytrons.
But
Hey, Jack's here.
and just in time, Jack is here. Who could do that the quickest?
Yep.
Oh no. You put a lot of pressure on me. So you actually want me to go over it, or?
I would just do use the gravitational equation and then throw an F equals ma and solve for a.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't need to do that. Just take out one of the M's. We're good.
Yeah.
Go on. I'll be right back. Just okay.
All right.
Bye, team. We'll see you later. Team's got to go. He says he's got to go before he loses another sub. So
Okay. Bye, team. Go draw some art. Need some art.
Bye,
Love you,
team.
Team Skeptic. I'll talk to you later. I better not say that too loud. The next thing you'll know is there's a rumor that I'm secretly dating Team Skeptic behind everybody else's back because apparently I date everybody.
Wait,
what are
you're
you
not
doing?
dating Team Skeptic?
So I'm saying, when did you break up?
Oh, jeez.
Okay. Go ahead, Jack. No pressure, but go ahead.
Oh no.
Okay, here.
I mean, I could do
I
it.
got
Do a little
some book learning.
screen share thing if you don't mind. I guess it'll be easier for
Yep.
a visual.
Just gonna stroke my beard.
Punchy needs a magic wand too, and then just randomly say ridiculous, like JM.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Punchy, you're gonna stroke your wand. Can you please rephrase?
Could you rephrase that? This is a family
No.
friendly
No,
show.
not
I
really.
can't.
So,
We're
magnitude
going to shut up, everyone.
All right.
We're about to learn something.
It's
Okay,
proportional to the mass of the objects involved and the reciprocal of the distance between them. And we have what's called a constant of proportionality, which is what g is. Now, force is also it's proportional to mass and acceleration, and in SI units, the constant in front is just 1, so we don't bother with that. Now, if we want to solve for acceleration, then just it's equal to F over m. And then for gravitational acceleration, we divide by the mass of the object we're dropping. So then g times m, 1, which in this case is the mass of the Earth, over r squared. So they cancel out. So it's just the mass of the Earth and the gravitational constant and the radius that you need. You don't need the mass of the object you're dropping.
So there you go. Regardless of the
Very
mass of the
cool.
object, the acceleration is the same.
Correct.
But then
Assuming
But if you're not in a vacuum, you need to know the surface area, though.
Well, for Flurfers to understand, can you go ahead and bring up the spray paint blue color and then just go back and forth?
I have the
Wow,
crayons.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
right.
I
We need the
got it.
crayons.
Yeah, and then just overlay an image of the
there you
flutter.
go.
There you go.
There we go.
That's the
That's perfect.
Flat Earthers out
the
there.
toroidal field causing
That's how the sun moves all year round. It just goes back up and down.
news.
Up and down.
Actually,
Where's
I'm,
the positron?
I'm
Where's
pretty
the
sure that's the
positron?
ether band.
Yeah.
So,
Jack, I
though,
actually have a question for
I got
you.
I got a serious question as well.
Okay, go ahead, Schrödinger. Ask yours first.
Yeah. So you have f of g at the top there as an absolute value.
Right?
I typically don't see it written as an absolute value. So I'm asking for a friend who wants to know. I mean,
Okay.
I obviously know, but why is that an absolute value?
Because g is a scalar, mass is a scalar, and distance is a scalar, and so it doesn't make it equate a
got it,
vector quantity
got
with a scalar. And
Okay.
actually, I guess.
Very cool.
But if you already understand that it's a scalar and doesn't have a vector, is that why it's typically not written as an absolute value?
No, it's written not as an absolute value because physicists are lazy, and that's all.
That is true.
Okay, yeah, because in my extensive research of physics, which is watching you guys on YouTube, I've only ever seen it without that stuff, just FG, GM1, and Dewar squared. Not that I guess absolute value is what color.
So my question was, the gravitational constant. You gave it a name. I can't remember exactly what you called it.
Constant of proportionality.
Yes. Could you explain that, please?
Okay, sure. So when we say two quantities are proportional to each other, let's say y is proportional to x. That's to say if I multiply x by any factor, let's say we multiply it by 2, then we also have to multiply y by 2. With me so far?
Yeah.
Okay. But that's not to say that y is equal to x. Because we could also scale it by some constant. And if every value of x is scaled by some constant, then y is still proportional to x, but we just have to multiply it by something further before we get the right answer.
Okay.
So for example, if you have a linear graph, y equals mx plus b. Yeah, you've seen this before in high school probably. We could say that y is proportional to x, but we can't just say y is equal to x because there's some scalar m involved.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I had just never heard it called that, and I wanted to know the reason behind it. That's awesome.
So like Newton's second law, it states that force is proportional to acceleration. Oh, that's a terrible drawing right there. And what's it called? Force is also proportional to. Let's do that because I can't be bothered with the vector shit right now. Then the way that people usually say this is that F is equal to MA, which isn't strictly correct. It should be F is equal to some constant C times MA. But in SI units, it is the constant is just 1, so it works out. But if, say, you want force in newtons, mass in pounds, and acceleration in inches per second squared, then C is not.
Hold on. Then next to sheep units, please.
Fuck off.
Yes. Jack is the only one that gets to use that language on the stream.
Jack, you're not supposed to, man. Your mom is watching.
I did not mean to offend anyone.
No, I give you full permission to use that sort of language on this stream.
My virgin ears.
Wait, you can't give that permission on this stream.
I tried to be tame at the beginning of my involvement with Michael, and then after my first couple of debates with Flat Earthers, I just lost my patience.
Oh, you know would be a good conversation, just like the side chat? Jack and Clive Wells.
Yeah, I think that would be pretty
I've
bad.
had conversations with Clive Wells before.
Yeah, I realized actually earlier today that the last time I took an actual math course was 18 years ago when I took calculus in college.
Yeah.
So I'm a little bit rusty when it comes to this kind of stuff.
And for me, it would have been 11 years ago. So, yeah.
For me, it was how many days ago?
Yesterday.
Yeah.
For me, it was Friday when I worked.
Yeah. Now, if it was 18 years ago, I would have been right there beside you. I was very good at math when I was younger. My professor actually begged me to be a math minor in college, but I didn't want to.
Dude, I'm gonna go grab my jacket. I'm freezing in my basement right now.
I do. I math really hard for work.
I got the distinct pleasure of correcting Pete Shea one time.
That's not a pleasure.
He thought he was schooling someone, and he said he thought he was going to outmath them, and he said, "Well, what's the derivative of x squared?" And of course, the guy didn't know, so he goes, "It's 2x," and I'm like, "Pete, sorry, but it's 2x plus c."
No.
Did he block you after that?
Poor Pete.
No, he called for my execution, and I'm not exaggerating.
That sounds reasonable and level-headed, just like Pete Shea always is.
Pete Shea, and he's doubled down on it at least twice that I know of, and has called for my execution. Even after I gave him my home address and said, get after it, he wants somebody else to do it apparently. But he has my home address.
Wait, he's from not America.
Hey, he can get on an airplane just like I can.
Yeah.
That's true.
I didn't walk to Hawaii.
That would be kind of hard.
Some people do, but yeah, it's faster.
Have him navigate to Hawaii with a flat Earth map.
I mean, Chuck Norris could walk to Hawaii, but I don't know anybody else that
that's
did.
Chuck Norris. I'm sorry, he can do anything.
Yeah. Speaking of that, COVID-19 got tested for Chuck Norris and was positive. It's now quarantined for 2 weeks.
Oh,
yes.
Only 2?
Yeah. Then it's gonna get tested again.
Longer for Chuck Norris? Wow.
So
the
MC
boogeyman checks
Toon.
under his bed for Chuck Norris.
MC Toon, did you watch last night's The Weekly Derp?
I have not yet.
Okay, well, there's something in that you will really enjoy that I just thought about. A mutual friend of ours is a new correspondent.
Who? Can you
Gail.
not? Gail?
Gail.
Really? You got a hold of Gail?
I didn't get a hold of her. She got a hold of me.
Do you want to pull it up and show that clip to
That
NC2?
is crazy. I mean, you are her biggest fan, Quitties.
Of course.
Oh my god. I mean, she
she's
did not.
Our new
She's our
new correspondent.
She did not answer my email or anything.
But he spends most of his sprinkles on her, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey Punchy, why don't you show the clip of Gail being a correspondent for us?
So Clive is in here, and who? Golden Brisket. They're both deriving F equals MA.
Nerds.
Nerds.
What is Clive's?
Hey guys,
Which is somewhere around the 53 to 54 minute mark, I believe.
Yeah, I'm on it right now.
I think we already went over this. It just is.
That's right.
Who's this 33 who keeps getting timed out?
Green Bullion.
Yeah.
Yeah, 33 UC.
He's a protege.
Oh, it's that guy.
Yeah,
Russian Vid's boyfriend.
Yeah,
they're close.
Russian Vid's bottom bitch.
Russian Vid's mini me.
Yeah.
And Mr. Sirius is right. We covered this. Math is fake. Everything is. Some things just are what they is.
That's right.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Some things are what they are. So
Folks don't think it be like it is, but it
That's
do.
right. Yo, what up?
Science isn't real. Science doesn't tell us everything because some things are just what they are. Whatever.
Are
he
just
said.
what they is. I'm gonna have to clip that out. That was awesome.
That was classic.
Some things just are what they is. That's what he said.
Right.
Not
I
everything
wanna
can
hire-
be explained by science.
I want to hire a bunch of flat earthers for like some really hard manual labor, and then just pay them whatever at the end of the day. You know,
Because
and
I
then-
am what it is. Yeah.
right? You know, math isn't real. So what if I
right.
told you $10 an hour?
Yep.
You
No, I
are
think-
paying them $10 an hour, but
Right.
math
No,
isn't real. That's why they're only getting $2.50.
That's right.
Well, they say that math isn't real. Also, how many flat earthers have you heard say that time isn't real?
Oh yeah,
Well,
they love that.
I've heard them
Because it's man-made.
So you
Well,
got
yeah.
two ways to just pay them whatever you want.
They're getting if you
Yeah.
give them $10
I have an
bucks,
idea.
you never
It's
state
actually worth
what
great.
country it's from either.
I had a 2-hour conversation with Slick James about time.
Oh my God, that guy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Slick James, who's
The
that?
guy that isn't that the guy that doesn't
Oh, he's a
believe in
moron.
believing in believing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
that's-
doesn't
that's-
believe
in
He
believing.
doesn't believe in anything.
I don't believe in anything.
I don't have a belief.
Don't have a
It's
belief.
basically SE Montreal's sidekick.
God, he's another one you want
Yeah.
to.
I
asked
tried to have
Slick James
Montreal.
about.
Yeah.
I
Who's
asked
the
Slick
guy that
James
won
about
the
what
Big
if
Brother?
he was on a jury.
Like,
How would you be able to vote, guilty or innocent, if you don't believe anything?
right.
Yeah.
Wait, does he really believe that he doesn't believe anything?
Yep.
Yes, that's the way he says it too.
I believe.
Exactly.
And I caught him on that too, and he didn't like it.
Yeah, and if you don't listen to him, he's going to get in your ass. He's very
Because if
obsessed
he
with
believes
asses.
that's a religious thing.
Dion
So-
Sedal said, "Math isn't real. Pay them in purple."
Ooh.
I got a way better idea than that. Okay.
Oh, but
Here,
purple's more dangerous than 5G. That might not be good.
Go ahead,
You
Jack.
know how you can cheat the payment of a flat earther and get away with it legally?
Hmm.
Yeah. This is great. Okay, here I'll screen share this as well.
Pi is exactly 3.
Yes, that's pi's exactly
No,
3. That's
he's
right.
Or
okay.
3.75 if
Tell
you're
them
JM.
One
Or 4.
payment they get 1 hour. For 1 hour.
Okay.
You say 0 is just no money. And then you tell them that you're gonna pay them and you're gonna let all of these figures that you could possibly add up be elements of the additive set F2. Now here's the special
You
thing
lost
about
him
this set.
when we said additive
1
set.
plus
Yeah,
1.
additive set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if
Yeah.
you just call the
You
flat
lost
earthers
them when
that
you started saying
would use
math.
payments in F2, say, okay, I'll pay you 1, and then if you have them go for 2 hours, it's 1 plus 1, which in this case is equal to 0. So you don't have to pay them anything.
There you go.
Okay.
I have a much simpler way.
What's that?
Something that someone like I could understand, but I could still screw them with it. If I were to just say, let's see. Yeah, my paint skills are coming out again. If I were to say, I'll give you,
Oh boy.
let's say, $1 for every minute worked, that sounds pretty good, right? It's $1 a minute. I'll just give you a 1 to the 60th power every hour.
There you go.
There
Very
you go.
nice. I'll
That
give you
would-
10 to
you
the
could get
negative
JM Truth
17
with
every
that.
hour.
See, that's what made
Yeah.
me think of that, because then James Drew said that, and he's like, it's 1 to the 300 and something. It's like,
Yeah, that means it's 60 times.
Tell them you pay them 1 to the power of infinity, because that's
Oh.
indeterminate. You can pay them whatever you want.
Yeah. Punchy, you got that video queued
I do.
up?
Yeah.
Awesome.
You guys ready?
Go for it. We would like to introduce our newest correspondent here at the Weekly Derp, Gail Cord Schuler. We've been following her amazing work for quite a while and are very pleased to announce that she will be joining our team each week to give us an update. We turn now to Gail, who is live on the scene to give this report.
That's a typical Laurie McBride bomb drop. As you can see, it looks totally different from all the clouds surrounding it. That's how she operates.
Yeah.
Another view of those same clouds. That looks pretty suspicious right there, too. Definitely some sort of a weird Laurie McBride new cocky.
Yeah, so I watched this live. What is Laurie McBride? I was lost on that.
Spiner,
one.
the actor Brent Spiner, that's his wife.
And Gail thinks that she's married to the real
She's married
Brent,
to Brent Spiner, and then there's a fake one.
Yeah, there's a clone Brent Spiner that does everything that Brent Spiner does, and is married to Laurie McBride. And Laurie McBride is trying to kill Gail in her mind because
and Gail is married to Brent Spiner, and he's on her ship with all her other men.
Jesus.
Yeah.
What does that have to do with
Church of Gail's
clouds?
ship with all her other men.
There's a bomb.
Yeah, she
thinks
thinks
a mushroom
that
cloud.
Yeah, she thinks that Laurie McBride is trying to bomb her.
With chemtrails and different things.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus!
And she
Poor
thinks
lady.
that Melania Trump is the real U.S. president, and Melania Trump is also trying to kill her.
With chemtrails. All chemtrails are Melania trying to kill Gail.
Yes, and she's been doing this for what, 8, 9, 10 years, I think.
Oh, yeah.
I think going almost
You go look at her
11 now.
channel. She's got 11. Yeah, she's got videos going back at least 10 years.
And
on
she
this
loves
subject.
to make videos in bikinis for some reason, and she's
Just to show
not
off her body.
someone who should be
God.
in a bikini.
So she thinks that Melania Trump has the entire weight of the U.S. military at her fingertips, but can't kill her.
Yeah, and she'll see random vehicles drive by and think they're Melania's CIA and FBI spying on her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Why,
Like random people
if,
in her neighborhood.
If they're trying to kill her, why wouldn't they just stop the car and shoot her?
You got me.
That's
Oh,
too
try to
easy.
use
That's too
logic.
easy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just going to say she's now a special correspondent who will be on each week.
A
giving us an
special, in quotes, correspondent.
Nice.
Extra J said a Laurie McBride Dukaki? What did I hear? she said it was a new cocky, as in a nuclear Bukkake.
Oh, Jesus. And nobody noticed that there's a city that is now dead?
Yeah, of course not, because they would just rebuild it.
Right.
Yeah.
Like Chernobyl, all the people that live there now?
Yeah. So Gail's going to be joining us on the Weekly Derp every week from now on and providing us with insight like that.
Oh, I've got to watch this lady's channel. That sounds excellent.
Oh my God, you have to. She goes through some. Oh God, I can't even tell you. Oh, you have to look at it to see.
It's hard to believe.
The derpitude she puts out.
I sent her an email just for quitties to try to get her on my channel. She didn't respond, so who knows?
Of course,
So Brian Leakey's video has 23 down.
That is not enough downvotes.
That's not enough.
Why can't we get that to 33?
Come on, guys. There's 122 watching. Let's downvote it.
All right, and people, I'm gonna put Leakey's video in the description so people watching later can go and.
I've already downvoted it, but
make sure you
I can't do it again.
Yeah, we need to get it to 33.
One thing I noticed about his video is instead of the camera being dead on him as he drops those, it's off to the side.
Well, that's what his wife's cousin is doing. It's her.
His sister wife cousin.
Sister wife cousin, yes.
No, it's actually JM filming it.
No, it looks too good quality for JM. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's way too good.
Way too good for him.
Alyssum.
I'm just gonna.
Alyssum is asking.
Throw out. Oh, go ahead.
Alyssum is asking, what kind of drugs do I need to take for this? Go ahead, Schrödinger, answer that.
All of them.
Okay.
But I'm just saying,
at the same
whatever
time.
you get your hands on, basically.
And instead of standing on his roof doing experiments, I mean, he could be working on his house a little bit. I'm just saying, maybe clean up his yard.
I mean, that's not even an experiment. Wasn't the channel like Flat Earth tests? Like,
Yeah,
that's
right.
A test.
It should be painting my house.
Hey, would you like?
Sleet says Laurie McBride needs to get a new targeting system.
Would you like to see that pi is equal to 4?
Yes.
Okay. All right. you'll have to watch the live stream. So here I have a square, right? And Jack.
Yeah.
All the sides are 1 unit. What's the circumference?
Of a unit circle?
This is a square. All 4 sides are 1 unit. What's the circumference?
You mean the perimeter?
Yeah, come on.
You can't use circumference with square, though.
Yeah, don't worry. It's the same thing. Come on. Well, what?
No,
What? All right. What's the perimeter? Fine. What's the perimeter?
4.
4. All right. So we got 4. Put that there. Now, if I were to do if I were to take and draw, if I were to cut off the corner here, right, and then I'll just draw it roughly here, do like a little bit on each of the 4 corners, right? Just a little square off of each one of them, right?
How do you have pi with a square?
So, well, just a second, you'll get
Watch.
there.
We'll tell you.
So, all right. So now, if you ignore this, the original outside perimeter, right, and you just have the new inside perimeter, what is the perimeter? What's the new perimeter?
Exactly. What?
The inside perimeter.
Well, can you look at the stream?
Oh, that's sure. Okay.
So it'll help. Well, so
There's a slight delay. But
yeah. Who is looking at the stream? So you can answer.
I'm looking at it right now. Right now, you're putting the squares on the corners.
Yeah,
yeah. It is about
So what's the new perimeter of this one now?
Still 4.
Still 4. Okay. So now, what if I do it again? Right, a smaller amount. No, and I take off like these little bits here, right? And now, all right, and I keep doing that. Now, what I did is I didn't quite measure exactly where to put it, but if you do it in just the right spot, and you do it right again, right? What's the new perimeter? Still 4, right?
Still 4.
Yeah. So now if I do that over and over and over again, it'll eventually, right, become a circle, right? So, yeah. So, of course it does. What are you talking about? Don't say it doesn't. It's just a circle. It's until you get to one plank length for each little step.
Oh, I see what you're doing. Okay.
Then it's yep.
You're
So
putting little squares next to the
still,
other squares
it's still perimeter is still 4. So pi equals 4. There we go.
Pi is not the perimeter. Pi is a ratio of the diameter to
but the new
circumference.
one. Yeah, the new. Don't worry about it.
Isn't that something that Mick Flatty should have had on his channel?
That's what they're teaching at Flat Earth University.
I did get that from my cousin. Yeah, it could be what I'm drinking out of my OSI mug.
They had those, huh?
Yeah, I made this. I think I'm the only one to order it, but that's okay. I made it for
Who
me.
was the flat earther on the OSI stream that was completely convinced it was real?
Tim Osmond. He was so upset, that it wasn't real.
Oh my god!
Oh, that was funny.
Even after you
that
showed that you had made it up, he was like, "No, but it's real."
Didn't Jaren take it as real too?
Jaren did, yeah, and in a live stream, see, Jaren would have gone with it, but here's what happened. This was, I had that page on my my website, but it was not public; it was hidden. But no, it wasn't. It was public, but it was not linked. Nothing linked to it. But WordPress, being kind, sends everything to Google to index. So somebody, it was Sleeping Warrior and Mark Taylor, who's on a lot of the Discord servers. Sleeping Warrior's talking about it, looked it up, and Mark Taylor's, or no, Sleeping Warrior didn't look it up. Mark Taylor, the non-flat earther, looked it up because flat earthers never research. All you got to do is go type in Operation Strategic Influence and the name of the guy that was the fake thing. It was all ready to reveal. Anyway, he found it. So Sleeping Warrior knew. And then I hid the page. Right? I actually got rid of it. So so that was an accident. But when Jaren came out with it in the live stream, Sleeping Warrior messaged him in the live chat, said, "That's fake. send me an email, talk about it. So if it wasn't for that, Jaren would have totally gone with it.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's
You had them though, the planner walk.
Yeah,
Planner
was
walk
awesome.
where he went dark for like a
week,
dark
yeah.
for like a
Yeah.
week or so,
Yeah.
and it was like, what
That
happened?
was pretty epic.
What happened?
It was
Yeah.
sort of like when we had the debate on my channel, and so many people thought that it was a real debate, like Stingray was a flat
Stingray's
earther.
a flat earther.
Yes.
And Pushy Trunks were a real thing.
Pushytrons. He
Oh,
invented
yeah.
a whole new word.
Yep.
Now that was so damn
He
much fun.
actually beat Bob in the debate. That was pretty great.
He did.
That's funny.
He
Yeah,
did.
I remember that.
Yeah, we're gonna try to do the reverse here soon with Bob as the flat earther.
That'll be cool.
That's
That
gonna
should
be
be
fun.
fun.
What I ultimately want to do is get every prominent, globe debunker to try being a flat earther, because we can be better than they are.
We have a
Oh,
DKG
yeah.
custom in the chat.
Oh
now.
yeah, hey DKG
Hey,
Custom,
DK.
we were
Hello,
just
DKG
talking about
custom.
What was the
What was
topic
it?
so we can ask him?
you. Oh yeah, the Brian Leake.
Yeah, I'll get the
Make
video.
him stroke out on his roof and fall
Yes.
off.
I'll post it for you, DKG. There you
Oh
go.
my god. Jeez.
That's Brian Leakey on
You
the
know,
roof.
I just went and rewatched that, and when he didn't just drop the thing, the book, whatever the balls were on, he pulled it so they
Yeah,
just
so
didn't
one
fall.
fell before the other.
yeah.
Yeah, he did that on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can see that they are going the same speed.
Yeah, they
They
are.
just
You can tell
dropped
they're
They
at
weren't
different
dropped at the
times.
same time.
Yep.
Are you accusing a flat earther of being intellectually dishonest?
Yes.
Well, they have to have an intellect to be
Crazy
intellectually
idea, I know.
dishonest.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But they are
Sorry.
dishonest.
I mean, if you want to drop something where there's an atmosphere, you need to use a differential equation for drag, but I don't think they understand differential equations.
No,
they don't.
Yeah, no, yeah, because I totally do. So yeah.
It's basically like fall down. That's it.
If you told them that you needed something for drag, they would just show up in a dress.
It just is. It just is, guys. Things fall. It just
Funny.
is.
It just is. That's right.
Hey guys. Hey, I am getting really tired, so I think I'm
Okay,
gonna hop
Ilya.
out and just watch
All
for a
right.
little while.
No
But
problem.
thank you for having me on MC Tune.
Thanks for
enjoy
coming.
it.
Yeah.
And I love you guys, my SDWD family and Schrödinger's cat. And I hope you guys have a great rest of the show. And I'll just be lurking in the side chat.
All right, Miss Ilya. We'll
Later.
see you in there.
Bye, Ilya.
honey.
Bye.
See you later.
So what's
Oh,
up,
thank God
everybody?
she's gone. Now we can have a little fun.
All right.
I'm
She's
still
going
here,
to put
but
back
then
on
again,
the
I like
chains
to have
and,
fun.
and
So
put you back in Pratt's basement again.
I wish I had a water heater behind me.
That would be awesome.
I have an extra water heater
You
at my house.
Just take a picture of one, print it out, and just put it behind you.
Well,
Yeah.
what I could do is switch to my phone and then just go to the utility room and just sit in front of the water heater.
I mean, at least you're not doing it from a shed like, oh no,
Like Dell.
Beyond the Imaginary
Dell.
Curve.
Yeah, he doesn't do it from
that
a shed
gone?
anymore.
No, it's back.
No, he came
It's
back.
He came back.
He
Yeah,
does
just
that
a
every
day or
now
two.
and then.
He-
restructured and
He'll
was
take
back
his
the next
channel
day.
down for
I was-
24 hours and pop right back up.
He wants a pity party about that. That's why he did it.
Yeah.
I was super upset about it when I first saw it. Like,
Yeah,
I
we
even
covered
went-
that on the Weekly Derp as well.
Yep.
Actually.
Yeah,
So if you
Daniel
haven't
Pratt
seen the
does
Weekly
that
Derp,
all-
go watch it.
Daniel Pratt does that too every now and then. He says that he's gonna go make candles or some shit.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
So he's had his channels taken down.
Yeah.
But he keeps coming back with other channels.
So last time it was I think it was like June, or when was the Apollo 50-year anniversary? Was it June or July?
July
last year.
So
Yeah.
Simon, Dan, and I had a bet on whether or not Dan how long it would take him to go back to doing videos. We both thought it was going to happen for sure, but doing flat Earth videos, and he hit it right on the day. So we called
Did he?
it a
Nice.
wash. We called it a wash.
Does JM Truth still make videos? I heard he said he was leaving the flat Earth
Not
stuff.
flat Earth, but
He's not doing. He's doing like film
yeah.
tutorials type stuff.
Which is
it's
just as funny.
Suck.
The worst tutorials
But he has so much
ever.
stuff out there, we could still make fun of him. So
I
that's
mean,
fine.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was like
He'll be
he
back.
he won what this Indie Award, and Rider Dinosaurs was showing it wasn't really. He
right.
didn't really win it.
He was just a finalist to be in the finalist or something. So
Yeah,
he put the whole
yeah.
thing
Yeah.
up on his
The
like he
thing-
won it. Like I'm a finalist. Well, no, you got in to be, but you never made it to the finalist or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing that is really ironic about the whole JM thing is when he had his like little confrontation with DKG Custom, man, that could have
That
been
was so
that
good.
could have been a like huge opportunity for him, you know,
Yeah.
like that could be like your ticket to big time movie filmmaking.
Oh, yeah.
And he could sit there and argue about flat Earth.
Exactly.
It just blows my mind.
I think that's when he realized that because right after that is when he quit Flat Earth. That's right
Yeah.
after that.
Right.
Yeah. He had a few debates with Team and FTFE after that, and he's been on a few times. But yeah.
I mean, it also did happen right after he got called out for pretty much lying about where he got his evidence for evidence
Yeah.
for
A little birdie told him all that stuff.
little birdie named
Yeah, it was negative exponents. Yeah.
Subscribe to him.
Oh, that was
That was
great when
awesome. That was the best
came
troll
out.
ever.
Like, oh my god.
He got punked so hard.
He did. He
And
did.
the thing is, he didn't have to, right? If he had done his own research, he would have looked at that and said,
Nope.
that was crap.
Exactly.
Oh, sort of like the grain silo.
Yes. RV.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. DKG Customs video of the
The water tower.
The water tower taken off instead of the rocket.
good.
Oh,
That was good.
That was so awesome.
I'm so glad I recommended that
That was
during
so
that
good.
debate.
That was
It'll
awesome.
never be as good as the guy polishing his Emmy.
Yeah.
That's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
yep.
That's one of the OG moments. in this
That's-
community.
That's a
Yeah.
gangsta moment. Yeah.
Like that will go down in the history of flat Earth debunkery. Is
Yep.
talking about your expertise in filmmaking while DKG.
Yep.
That's why I
Oh,
respect
man.
DKG more than most people that I've met in my real
Yep.
life.
Yes,
Exactly.
exactly. DK is awesome.
DKG Custom is boss, okay?
And at the time was like a relative newcomer to the community and just like leapt over all of us and just like, I'm the boss now.
Yeah, he's been around
Wait
I
a
think,
second,
for a
he's-
couple of months.
No, he's been around for a long time. Hold on, people. Go look at his.
Oh yeah.
Go look at his
Yeah, he just
channel.
did. He did.
He's
yeah,
been on
he did
hiatus.
go with
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
But yeah, you know, I had seen him in the Shill streams and Team and FTFE and places
Yeah.
like that for several months, and then that happens, and he's just the big boss in the entire community
I
after that.
think
That was
DKG's
great.
like, can I get an award for that
Yeah.
moment? I'm sure
I think-
team has a debunk you award just for you.
I think
Yeah.
so. Yeah.
We need to
So-
nominate him either for a special thing on like DFOTY or something like that, like the biggest like slap in the face to a dumb fuck of the year, like
Oh, that'll go a long way to making to JM getting his nod for
don't,
DFOTY.
Don't Simon Dan and Conspiracy Cats, don't they have like a flat Earth award show?
Yeah. Debunkies. That's
Yeah,
what they're
yeah.
called.
No,
Oh, yeah,
no,
yeah,
that,
too.
The
that's not.
Debunkies,
No.
that's Team and FTFE.
Yeah.
That's it.
I'm
No,
talking
but I
about
know
Simon
Simon
and
Dad
Dan.
did one, and it's like comes out. He usually does it in September.
It's
Yeah,
December.
I know-
something
It's
like
December.
I know
December?
that Conspiracy Cats always wins best use of a whiteboard, and honestly,
That's
he never,
true. I
Yeah.
remember that.
Does.
I remember that.
he never has any competition. I mean, and even if anybody did use a whiteboard, they still wouldn't be competition. I'm just
Well,
saying.
he does now. Phil Bell uses the
Oh.
whiteboard.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I think
And,
Phil Bell
handily-
may take it this
And
year.
there is a whiteboard award in Team's Debunkies. So
Planner
as well.
Walk has that hilariously large one he uses that always makes me laugh.
Actually,
oversized
no, that
whiteboard.
one's just regular size. Planner Walk is just
He's
very,
just
very
tiny.
tiny.
Yeah, he's just like actually 2 feet tall.
Yeah.
He's the skinniest hobbit ever.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, MC Tune.
Yeah.
Speaking of challenges, when are we doing this? Because I am challenging you.
Oh yes.
To a race.
Oh, there we go.
When is this happening?
What is it?
So Lego
ISS.
Challenge is
So,
on.
all right.
Look. If you guys do this, can I have one where we all do X-wings?
Oh, that'd be cool.
That's a separate one. I don't have an X-wing.
Yeah, I have this and a Saturn
You can
5.
see MC Toon sitting in the corner.
It's right there. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Yep, right there. So we'll get that. We'll get that going next week. I've got Hip Hop Hippie and PhD Tony.
Oh God.
Oh no.
So
Don't do that to
so
Tony.
here's no.
You can't.
Here's my plan. Because I listened to the last time when Hippie was on FTFE, right? And FTFE like kicked them off pretty early. He's like, look at this evidence, address the evidence, or I'm going to kick you off. And he kicked him off. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say we're just going to keep score. That's what it's going to be, right? It's going to be we present evidence, you address it. If you ignore it, then we that's fine. We'll end that discussion. We get a point. If you present evidence and we discuss it and don't address it, you get a point. Right. Or we get a point if we address it. So there it is. So it'll be, 10-1 or 10-0 at the end. So and I'm going to go kind of rapid.
FTFE? Yeah, what actually happened on FTFE was Hip Hop Hippie said that he had evidence and he was going to present it. So Craig said, present your evidence or I'm just done with you. And he came on with the normal nonsense.
Yes.
Yeah, the video of the mountains.
May I say really
saying that
fast?
mountains mean Earth is flat or something.
Really fast, before that debate even the stream started, Hip Hop Hippie was in the chat, and we were all conversing with him back and forth. He's like, I'm gonna get kicked off tonight. He predicted he was gonna.
That
get
was
kicked
his
off.
plan. That's what his plan.
That was his plan. That's always his plan. Yeah, but he was in chat just chatting it up, trying. It's like yeah, whatever. Dude. Yeah. And
Yeah, I
did
happened
it.
to notice last night on Team and FTFE stream that Hip Hop Hippie's girlfriend, sister, cousin, whatever she is, Dandelion, popped up, said one thing, and disappeared.
Nice. So, well, anyway, so that's the plan. And
When is this?
That's a week from today. And we might have Ilya. And so I need to get, when I book somebody, I don't tell them what's going to happen. We arrange it, right? And so that was the arrangement as described. But I would like to have Ilya as the moderator. So I'm going to propose that to Hip Hop Hippie, and see if
Derp Herpy.
See if we can make that happen. So there you go.
If you'd like a
good.
moderator, that was actually one of my main jobs when I was in debate club when I was a kid. So
yeah,
cool. I think Ilya's soothing Southern voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the intention, was specifically for
And if it doesn't work, we'll just unleash Savage Ilya.
Yeah,
See, I could be a
that's
moderator.
terrifying.
Yeah, I could try to like, hey, take off, just take off, you hoser. Come on. Get to your point. Oh, you freaking gooster, he shoved her in there. Carol, put on the tube, let's go.
Holy crap. He goes full Canadian.
You sound straight out of Letterkenny, my guy.
Barry Allen's wondering why
fungi.
Why doesn't NASA have footage of an ISS Lego model being assembled?
Go to Simon Dan's channel. He did it.
Yeah.
Theo Fungi Spurs as the mod.
No.
I made the Batwing one time on my YouTube channel, but they took that video down.
Really?
What? Why?
Get it? Batwing? The movie Waiting?
Okay.
Come
gotcha.
on. You haven't seen Waiting?
Yes.
Guys, I've got to jump out for just a second. I'll be back.
But I don't want to get
perfectly
too
good joke.
knocked off.
Sorry. My fault, not
Perfectly
yours.
good joke.
Yep.
So the Batwing is created when you stretch your.
Oh yeah. I have seen that movie. No.
Watch that movie
No,
now.
I have. Don't. Oh my goodness.
Wait, what movie are
No.
you saying that's from?
Yeah. Send it in chat.
Waiting. It had
Yeah, and
Ryan
definitely-
Reynolds in it. Got a wait staff.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
It's actually a pretty good movie.
And definitely
It
don't
was
watch.
a great movie.
Don't watch
Had
Still.
Anna Faris.
Still Waiting. I've never seen Still Waiting either.
Oh, apparently David Thompson is live on Facebook right now, flat stacking the
Oh,
Lyft driver.
God.
Oh, great.
Idiot.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh God.
Should
We should pull it up live. Can we pull it
Yeah,
up?
should we?
Yeah.
Let's watch.
Punchy, you wanna?
You want to pull that up?
I don't have the Facebook.
Oh.
I mean, I do, but I never use it.
Let's see who's got the Facebook. Make sure you say the in front.
Yeah, you gotta sound like an
Somebody
old
send the
person.
I got Facebook, but he's blocked me on it.
No,
so.
the Facebook. The Facebook.
The
Why don't we
Facebook.
have Benjamin
Yep.
on?
Owen Benjamin? No, you can't do him. YouTube will strike you for that.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's basically
No,
an
yeah.
instant strike.
Benjamin
Like,
being on the what's called the 5G group.
I'm surprised that your video
That
with
guy, yeah.
Mario's. I'm surprised with your video with Mario still up, Simon.
Oh.
Because or Simon.
Simon,
Tim, 'cause,
yeah, that
he-
that never passed monetization.
Yeah, I doubted it would.
That's one. I don't have very many that failed monetization. I actually didn't even submit it when it because every other one I've done a thing to submit it, but there's like one other video only that is not monetized. So
I destroyed Owen Benjamin way back in the day, but it was when my channel was tiny.
yeah.
That was like one of your first ones, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, it was way early on, but I thought it was a great video that I did. But I wonder if I should like resubmit it because it was pretty good. Like the whole end of it was just, and it was not duplicated. None of them were duplicates, but it was about 2 or 3 minutes of him just saying the Jews, the Jews, the Jews,
Oh
the
my
Jews.
God.
And
yeah,
that's
and none
why.
of them were duplicates.
And that's why you can't
That's
do
why
him.
you can't do that.
It's not demonetization. It's a community guideline strike that you don't want.
Yeah.
Oh well, then I will not.
Yeah.
Send
You
that.
don't want to do that then.
We do that. Yeah.
'Cause-
But that's the gist of everything that he says.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right.
I have a separate channel that I sometimes upload things to see if YouTube will flag them, right, for monetization or copyright strikes or anything like that, and his videos every time.
Yeah, I can imagine.
The video that I released yesterday was about Glenn auditing the USA, getting arrested again. And when I was
I saw
making the
that.
video, he dropped so many F-bombs that I'm just like, all right, I'm still going to make the video because it's hilarious.
Mhm.
But, you know, it's not going to be fully monetized. And of course it wasn't. I knew that
Yeah.
going into it.
So,
But the script for his videos write themselves. So it took me like an hour to make the video.
Nice.
sorry to cut you off, but I do have the link to Nathan Thompson's live.
Oh
feed.
yeah, if you want to,
let's do it.
You can share it, and then yeah.
Yeah, I shared it in the group chat.
No,
but...
you can share it in Zoom, and then we'll all.
Oh, share my screen?
Yeah,
Yeah,
if
and
you share your screen, if you move your cursor to the top, that little bar will pop down, and if you go to the far right, where like the 3 dots for settings or the menu, whatever it's called, there'll be a share computer sound button you can click on, and it'll share the sound as well.
All right, sorry. Nathan was talking over you. Can you repeat that?
Tell him to
yeah,
shut
so
up.
if you, yeah, screw Nathan. But if you share your screen, and then if you move your cursor to the top of the screen after you've started sharing, a little taskbar will kind of pop down, and on the far right there'll be the 3 dots. It'll say settings or whatever, and if you click on that, there'll be a little a bar saying
There, I
share
see it.
computer sound.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then everyone
Got
will
it.
hear it too.
Oh,
he's
he looks
actually wearing a
he looks
Where-
extra homeless.
Share
Doesn't he?
Where do I do share computer sound?
At the
Will
top.
that share your guys' sound?
No, just
no,
say
just
yours.
yours. Just yours.
And I'll figure out.
It works.
Hey, the moon's gravity affects the tides. Well, don't even
Driven around?
He's in a lift. He's getting a.
Oh.
one of lift cars.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
What's he saying?
Oh, it's too choppy.
Stupid things.
Oh, I know that.
When you ride a bicycle,
Does it really matter?
so revolving fast enough the force overcomes the tendency of the gravity.
I think he's actually getting.
Well, centrifugal force would require that we would fly off a spinning ball.
No, do the math.
No, oh my gosh, yes.
Wrong.
Proposed.
Let me know if you guys want to pause it.
And he never formulated a scientific hypothesis. And then that was revised by bendy space-time, which
oh my gosh,
space is not physical and time.
Oh, this is so bad.
So things that aren't physical can't affect the real world. They're just concepts.
So bad.
They don't cause anything.
I like what Craven Mordic just said. Why is he in an Uber? Does his house break down?
Concepts can't be the cause.
Good one.
Let me know before you guys want to crack something funny so I can pause it.
Okay, that was good.
I'm hearing you, but I want the stream to also hear.
Gotcha.
I'm not
Oh
sure
my
how
gosh.
Before you start,
yeah.
I do have to go. I have to get my daughter to bed. So,
Alrighty.
Well, we're
No
just gonna sit
problem.
here and laugh at Nathan for a while.
Okay,
Go ahead.
Good night,
Go ahead.
Yeah, I
us.
was gonna say it's 10 o'clock here. I'll be up early, so I'm gonna get going as well. I'll just watch Nathan in the side chat.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Punchy.
I hate
Goodies.
to do it, but I've got a
Yeah.
couple of things to do, and then I've got the Black Site meeting in half an hour, so I'm going to jump out and get that
okay.
stuff
All right.
done.
Thanks for having me on.
Sorry,
That's
we're
fine.
all abandoning you.
I'm not.
I know.
But
We're
it's because of Nathan Thompson.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
No.
what it is.
Blame it on him.
I was not surprised when Nathan showed up that people started dropping like flies.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
fine.
Everyone have a good night.
Good
Yep.
night.
Bye.
Punchy.
Bye.
Good night,
Bye,
Mr.
peeps.
Bakery.
Later, guys.
It's 5 p.m. here. I don't know why everybody's going to bed.
I know, it's only 8 o'clock here. Shoot.
It's 11 p.m. here. They're just not built for the life.
They're not.
All right, we ready?
Yeah.
Yes. Oops, Terry Davies is in chat. Woo.
So I heard this description. You heard the spinning at about 1,000 miles an hour.
Well,
No,
that's what they
it's not.
say, yeah.
Okay. These guys, you would take 1,000 miles an hour would bend the skyscraper at the top.
Also, the skyscrapers would be running into insects.
Oh my gosh.
Right? They would be moving because air is a property.
Oh,
of
you guys,
dynamic.
you gotta
Wait,
pause. Oh
wait.
my gosh.
Wait.
No.
Wait. Did I hear what I just thought I heard?
Yeah.
Oh,
Did I hear what
a giant
What?
fly swatter.
What
Oh
the?
my gosh.
Okay,
Oh
look,
my
I got joint issues, and listening to this
So
makes me
bad.
physically cringe so hard that it causes physical pain. This is why I can't watch these debates. That's why you never see me, and I cannot believe what I'm hearing. This is like so amazingly stupid, and he's just willing to just get in somebody's car and just say
He
it.
is.
They need a
and
whole
like,
team of window washers. Get all the bugs off.
Not only just say it, but assert it as fact. Like,
oh my, I know.
I know this. I know this, guys.
Your window looks like your windshield after driving on a country road.
That's right up there with if you get a couple centimeters off of the for Riley, centimeters off the planet, your star trails are going to change.
So bad.
Oh dear
All right.
God, no.
So many. Hold on a second. Let me. I challenged him to debate, and he's like $200. My many years of scientific knowledge don't come for free.
Scientifical, huh?
Oh, he might not have said that. That might just be a Dion Smo thing. But so he is such a narcissist
so
about his own skills. His Dunning-Kruger is so high that he
God,
thinks
it
that
is.
his expertise requires monetization just to talk. Now, but here's the other thing. I've gotten emails from him. We've corresponded in emails, and the signature in his email says, OFEC, whatever, the official Flat Earth and Globe discussion.
Yeah. Yep.
OFED founder.
Yes.
That's in the that my subject. I don't even have one, but if I were, I would say senior software engineer. He didn't. What? It's a group, but he has 135,000 members that he brags about. How many people are watching this video? Look at that.
Right.
10, and we're one of them.
Right.
9.
He also told
people.
me. He also told me that the Middle East is not in Asia.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, his
I
idea
know.
on a thermostat for a walk-in freezer. It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
I mean, that's okay. I've had
Lord.
somebody tell me that the pyramids in Egypt are literally just like picked up and transplanted from the ones in Central America.
Are you
Like,
kidding me?
like-
no way.
Like they're mobile homes.
Yeah. Yeah.
The
Like it's Brian Leakey's house.
ancient civilizations or something. I don't remember.
Oh my gosh.
I could sit here. I just wish that back when I was big into this, I knew what screenshotting was, because
Oh,
I would
yeah.
have millions of screenshots of just the dumbest shit I've heard.
Oh my gosh.
So, are we ready to get back into this?
Yeah.
Yeah, give me 5 seconds. I need to recover some brain cells before we go.
It don't worry. It's
Ready
like
or not.
it's like working out your muscles. You actually don't lose brain cells in the end. You build them stronger. Don't worry about it.
Right. No pain, no gain, buddy. Let's get back into it.
Kill off the weak ones.
Yeah.
They're all going to be weak at the end of this.
If you have a blender, right, and you blend a liquid, the liquid near the blender is moving fast.
And it's related to the flu also, is a good taste.
Yeah, lots of smell and taste, you know?
Good smell and taste.
Yep.
I had flu-like symptoms. I did not have a sore throat. I did not have a sensitive cough. I did not have fever.
Here's what's even...
So,
Go ahead, brother.
I quarantined. I quarantined. VH out of me. Quarantined for 10 days. And after 10 days,
I can't hardly hear what you're
3
saying.
days. I get tested. Go back and get retested. You're negative. I go back. I said, can you test this bottom? Antibodies. They said, go back in a couple of days. I go back. I have antibodies. She gets, my landlady has to be taken to hospital by ambulance. She's in a hospital for 2 weeks. She's
Oh no.
survived.
The music in the background, is that going to get you copyright hit?
I don't think it's.
So,
I don't know.
How old are you?
65.
Right on.
Right on.
Now,
Right on, bro.
I had
He is in California.
Now, I saw listed other reasons.
As if I needed another reason. to hate
Contributing factor, COVID-19.
So it was like a comorbid.
Right, he had other like renal failure and some other stuff like that.
Yeah, because everyone in America is not healthy, you know? Like, to assume everyone's healthy is ridiculous.
Is he
We
drunk?
got 40% obesity rate.
It kind of, he's slurring his
So-
words a little bit.
Yeah.
Something's wrong with him.
Well, that's cool. Being a Christian, you know, Jesus said you can't know the heavenly things unless you know the earthly
Jesus
things.
wasn't a scientist.
And so that's part of my ministry is I go around telling people about the earthly things.
Lying to people.
So
He goes around lying to people.
God said that sun, moon, and stars are in the firmament for signs and seasons, right? Well, is the earth in the firmament for signs and seasons?
He just asked if the earth was in his non-existent firmament.
Yeah.
So, okay, hear me out on this. So, modern science teaches we're blasting through space, right?
No.
A black void of nothing,
All right, pause it.
which is the opposite of what the Bible says is above your head.
Can I just, before anyone says anything, can I just say, this poor fucking Uber driver, and I'm sorry about
Yeah.
my language tune, but this poor guy, He just thought he was gonna go pick up a fare, drop him off, and now he's got to listen to this.
Yeah.
Like, I'd have quit my job. That'd be the day I quit my job.
So
And
I'd
you
pull
know
over.
Nathan.
Yep.
Nathan doesn't have tip money.
No.
Exactly.
So
I was saying,
I drove Lyft and Uber for quite a while, and I have stopped back in March. I stopped, and I'm not going back. But I like talking to people, so but I gotta tell you, there were certainly some people I'm like, this cannot end quickly enough, and never do the annoying ones tip, ever. So
thank God. Gary Wybanga's in the chat, and somebody timed him out already.
Gary, you need to come
Poor
up with some
Gary.
new.
He can never get out what he wants to say.
Gary, if you want to get out what you want to say, the invitation is to you to come on live. Come on live.
Yep.
Come
on, we're up. We're
So,
here. You want to come
you
talk
wanna-
to
you
me?
could
Talk to me in chat.
Yeah, you come
talk
right
to me on the
now.
panel.
We're all dying listening to Nathan anyway. Gary.
Oh, that would
Come
be.
on.
It's hard to
Yeah.
say, Gary. It's hard to say. It would be an upgrade.
I mean, yeah, it
Just
would
a little
be an
bit.
upgrade.
I feel bad for humanity.
Yeah.
For flat
Let's-
manity. It's bad for flat manity. Ranger
Flat
Man.
manity.
Hold on. Ranger Man 9404 says the driver's using a GPS. The irony.
Yep,
Oh,
the irony.
yes.
Mm-hmm. DKG Customs said what I was thinking. Tit money.
Tit money.
So
yes, money for Australian tits. You know those birds? They're very pretty.
Yeah. So Gary Wybenga, I believe you know my email address, mctoon@mctoon.net. So shoot me an email.
Yeah.
I'll shoot you the Zoom
Craven
link.
Mordick.
There you go.
Craven Mordick says Thompson is going to tip in flyers.
I am willing to put
I would
money
not
on
be
that.
s-
I'm
I would
willing
not
to
be
put money on that.
surprised. I would
He
not be
tips him
surprised.
by giving him a flat Earth flyer. I will put $5 on that
I
right
bet
now.
you he
Oh
would.
yeah, I bet.
No, I had to laugh because Nathan says we're blasting through space.
Blasting.
He doesn't get the concept of speed and scale.
Right. Like relative speed. Something
Yes.
I've noticed about just lots of people who are wrong is they refuse to leave their individual point of reference. Like
Correct.
if you just step out of your point of reference and look at it from a different angle, you will
Mhm.
see how stupid you are. But nobody does. Like
It's like 1,000 miles to me is like to the Earth is like 1,000 miles, ground level.
right,
No.
but step
Like like the Concorde or whatever. It's like hello. No.
10 million miles away from Earth and then move 1,000 miles away.
Yeah.
How much have you moved? How much? have you
I
moved?
remember
Speed-
being a kid.
Speed,
when-
distance, everything's relative. Sorry. Go
I
ahead.
remember being a kid when I didn't understand scale and looking at a jetliner in the sky and saying, "Why is it going so slow? How is it still in the air?"
Right.
Absolutely.
Something that I always remember asking as a kid that blows my mind that like this is a point that so many flat earthers get to is when I was a kid I didn't understand why when I was sitting in a bus if I threw a paper airplane why it didn't just stay in place because
Right.
by all logic I'm moving forward I throw the paper airplane forward with the speed I gave it, it's not keeping up to the speed of the
Right.
bus. It should go back. But I
So-
asked my science teacher. He explained to me frames of reference, inertial reference frames. Like, he just sat me down and was like, "This is a very advanced question for your age, but this is what happens." And I understood it, and I wasn't just like, "No, it should fall. It should fall. I know it should fall because it should fall."
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That blows
And
my
that's
mind.
what Spurkismo asks too, but when he gets the answer, he just goes, "Nuh-uh."
Yeah.
That's it. That's all he
Yeah.
has.
I have
is.
questions for flat earthers. I've never talked to a flat earther like face to face, but one question that I'm really, really curious to hear an answer to is, if we are living under a dome, why am I like the center point of the dome? Like, when I look up, that is the exact middle of the dome because there's no other possibility. I know what it's like to be on the sides of a dome, like when you're in like a stadium and stuff. I know what it looks like.
Oof.
I know how the sky work. I know how
Right.
the sky would work. I have to be in the very middle. So why am I in the very middle? And if I'm in the very middle, none of you guys can be in the very middle either. So if you guys are seeing that you're in the very middle, there's something wrong. Like, I would love to hear two flat earthers discuss which one of them's in the middle.
Yeah, and that's
Don't
something
some
that
believe
I,
in personal domes, though?
Oh,
No,
that's
we're-
a
we're-
Jeranism thing, yeah.
We all have personal
Yeah.
domes. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
when we're talking on the cosmological scale, I can analogize it to when I'm in the ocean, because I spent so many years in the middle of the ocean, or
Mhm.
not even in the middle. No matter where you are in the ocean, if you can't see the shore,
You're in the
you
middle.
can, yeah, you're in the middle to you.
Mhm.
And then if you go 1,000 nautical miles in some direction, you still can't see the shore. You're still in the middle as far as you're concerned, and that's cosmologically where we are. So you could kind of be forgiven if you're not very educated for thinking, okay, we're in the middle of the universe, because everywhere
Right.
I see, you know, but they can't take that one step further and figure it out.
Well,
I didn't say that as eloquently as I wanted to, but that's what you get what I mean.
I
Yeah.
understand what you say, but I mean, they think that when they see a dome over their heads, like that's actually a dome. Like, it makes perfect sense in their heads, but it
Right.
can't possibly work. Like, this is something I worked out when I was like real little. Like, when I couldn't, when I saw the sky like hit the trees and disappear behind it, I understood that I never saw that. Like, that was always way in the distance.
Right.
I always
Right.
understood. And everywhere I went, the sky was never any closer to the ground. So that meant that, like, the world had to be a sphere. Like, I kind of grasped this when I saw a globe. I'm like, oh, that makes perfect sense, because
Mhm.
the sky never touches the ground, and everywhere we go, the sky's the exact same height. Like, I have to be in the middle of the dome if there's a dome. And wherever I go, the dome moves with me. Lived in Massachusetts for a while. I live in Kentucky now. Both places I lived in, the dome came with me. And I was in the center of both places.
Yeah, and until recently, nobody thought the word firmament actually meant dome, right? They've just assigned it to be a synonym of dome. But if you talk to a native Hebrew speaker like Round Thinker, he'll go on and on about what the actual Hebrew is, but it's not. Generally, it means air or sky, and so my insurance agent was born in Israel, and I said, what does Rakia mean? He goes, sky. That's it, sky.
Right.
Rakia is the Hebrew.
Well,
for it.
yeah,
Or
but they're
expanse
both.
or-
There's more nuance than that, of course.
Right.
Just
But,
like go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say the two people that you're talking about, MC Tune, are both JOOs, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. See, that's the thing that really stresses me out about the whole thing. They're always like, if it's this in Hebrew, and if you read the Old Testament and all this about Noah's Ark and stuff, and it's the Jews' fault. And I'm like, you realize like that's just you without Jesus. Like,
yeah,
literally,
pretty much.
it's just you without Jesus. I've never understood that. Like, and people who scream about the differences between like the Torah and the Old Testament and the Quran and all that, it's just like, you realize they're all Abrahamic religions, right? Like I don't know. It's crazy to just think of the infighting that's happened because a bunch of people decided that they were going to interpret a couple stories differently.
Oh, we got Flunchy in the chat.
Oh no, Flunchy.
Oh
go,
no,
Flunchy.
McFlatty. Where's McFlatty? He left. He must have had to go eat or something.
Earth without firmaments violates a natural law.
Which natural law?
Well, when
there's McFlatty.
when I debated Nathan Thompson, he went on and on. He basically they do this equivalence thing. He basically thinks that the second law of thermodynamics is you can't have a pressure without a physical container. That's what he thinks it is. That's as far as he understands the second law,
Right.
which is completely false.
Right.
But so actually, this is an interesting thing. They say, well, where is a pressure difference? A pressure without a container, a hurricane, right there.
Yes, a cold front.
Yep.
Yes.
And then here, but here's the thing, because then you're like, the next question is, well, then there is a pressure differential from ground level up to as high as you want to agree that there's a measurement. There is a differential in pressure. And so why is that? They say, well, it's outgassing and it's this and it's a dynamic thing and whatever. I'm like, hold on a second. How quickly do pressure differentials equalize? They don't know. But
well, if you ask them, they'll say instantly, because what do they always say? If you have a box with a pressure in it, and you open the valve, it instantly.
They do say instantly
equalizes. Yes, they say instantly.
So they're kind of trapped when they say that, right? But there is an answer to that question. And if anybody saw that explosion in Beirut last week, you physically saw the pressure differential moving across. It travels at the speed of sound.
It does.
Yes, it does.
That's how quickly that wavefront came and hit them. So
that was an awful explosion.
Hold
on, let me finish this. Let me finish this thought then. So here's the deal. If it's outgassing at the ground of the ocean and plants and the ground, and then at the top it magically disappears, whatever, except that for a moment, there would be a 700 mile an hour wind going up constantly.
That's true.
Yes.
You're right.
There you go.
You're right.
Well, also, that brings me to something else. Jaron, way back in the day, this was probably 3 years ago, talked about if he had a stick that he could reach to the moon. And he was trying to, I don't know what he was really trying to say, but he was trying to say if he had a stick that the end of it was near the moon and he swung it to the other end of the moon, the tip of it would be faster than light. But that's not true.
No.
That's not true, because the wave, once he moved that stick, the wave that would propagate through that stick would travel at the speed of sound, whatever the speed of sound was, through whatever that material was made of. Right. And I, typed it all out in a comment that didn't get to him because I'm pretty sure he already had me blocked at that point. But that's how that works. Just like if you want to hear a train and you can't quite hear it yet, you put your ear down to the train track and you can hear the train coming, because the sound wave propagates through that steel of the train track faster than it does through the air. I just nerded out on y'all. I'm sorry.
In my mind, I'm thinking of a whip.
Yeah.
I think
the sound of the whip is the tip going faster than sound.
And I just do want to take a slight detour here and just say, thank God. I mean, a bunch of people died, a lot of people died, but thank God that explosion did not take as much life as it could have.
Thank God. Yeah, exactly.
The size of that explosion, imagine if that had been like a densely populated metropolitan area, like with people going to work.
Yep.
Like, we can just thank God, like, the loss of life was minimum and that people are able to rebuild, and pray for the people who did pass, sadly.
Yeah.
That's
I was thinking of that one ship that was in the picture.
Right.
Like, I bet they took some massive rolls, but if they had been a few nautical miles closer, that could have capsized them.
Yeah. I watched a video and it literally showed the before and after. And where that explosion was a humongous crater, which is now water, basically.
Right. Pretty much a brand new lake there.
Pretty much. Yep.
I've totally forgot what we were talking about before this.
Yeah.
Second law of thermodynamics.
The second law of thermodynamics.
Oh yeah, okay.
Here's what they miss. Like, they're like, it's the law. Like, hold on a second, you're gonna cherry pick laws of physics?
The law.
Right.
There's a couple other laws like gravity.
Yeah, the law of gravity, the law of gravitational attraction, fucking.
Yeah, and ask them. I'm gonna ask them what can you name all of the laws of thermodynamics? They won't, but they don't even know how many there are. Schrödinger, how many? How many are there?
Oh God!
Be honest,
you're putting me on the spot. I can think of
There's
three.
zeroth is the first, and there's the second. Is there a third?
There's a third.
There's a
Yeah,
third.
there's a third.
Apart from that,
I
I
don't
don't
know if there's a fourth. I honestly don't know. Forgive me.
There's 4. 0, 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
Gotcha.
you tricked me, you bastard.
Yeah, you did.
The 0th law.
That is.
Yeah, if System A is in thermal equilibrium with System B, and System B is in thermal equilibrium with System C, then A is in thermal equilibrium with System C.
Okay, so
if A equals B and B equals C, then A equals C.
Right. That makes complete sense.
Yeah, I tricked a friend of mine one time.
Kind of trivial.
Asking her. Yeah, I tricked a friend of mine one time. I asked her if you put some power into a refrigerator and it cools the air down, is that a zero loss system? And I told her use the second law of thermodynamics to figure this out, when really it was the third law that she needed. And yeah, so I tricked her. I had to apologize at the end.
The third law: entropy of a system approaches a constant value as its temperature approaches absolute zero.
Yeah, I mean you can use that because you have oh God, what's the equation? I can't think of it right now. It's basically power in plus power out plus heat loss is what. I can't think of the exact equation, but you got to remember the heat loss through the system.
Yeah. Oh, baryon is yeah. It's the first law is not to harm a human through inaction.
Yeah.
Allow humans to cause come to harm.
And then Chris Katsolis says the first law of FE gymnastics: dodge questions like Neo dodges bullets in the Matrix.
That's also the Spurkismo law.
Yes.
Oh, I'm gonna write that down. Put that down right here.
That's a good one.
The first law of friendly debate: every insult requires an equal and opposite insult.
Oh.
There we go. All right. The law of FE gymnastics. I got the one. Dodge questions like Neo dodges bullets in the Matrix.
That's a good one.
So
we should come up with a list of these.
Yeah, well, I've got it started right now. It's in my.
The second law: answer questions as much as you provide evidence. Third law: provide evidence as much as you answer questions.
No, maybe it's answer question with memes.
Yeah. Thou shalt not do legitimate experiments.
Right. Thou shalt meme. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that if anybody had any experience with the guy I had last week on Facebook, Barry Simon Perry. That's it. He absolutely could not stand on task. He would just say something and be like, "Oh, well, we'll prove it," and then he'd go, "Well, what about this?" Totally different thing. Like, hold on a second.
Yeah.
And it's the same on Facebook. It's the same.
It's just like that guy that I'm trying to set up the evolution debate with. I talked to him on the after show. He made that post. He was like, even if I did provide an object that matched the angular size of the moon, you guys would still come at me with something. And I'm like, yeah, we would come at you with the fact that the angular size would change at that altitude.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like he didn't understand that, like, yes, if you provide something and it's wrong, we're going to tell you how it's wrong. Like, you can't
Right.
just provide whatever you want and expect us to accept it as fact.
Yeah, exactly.
Someone in chat just asked me, can you explain moving a laser light across the moon?
I already posted an answer. on the chat.
That's not a coherent question. I don't know what he wants.
What he means is if you shine a laser at the moon, and let's say that the laser doesn't spread out, because it does, but even if that dot doesn't get any wider, and it's on the edge of the moon, and you flick your wrist, the dot will move across the surface of the moon at faster than the speed of light. It's the same thing with the stick question.
But that's not the dot moving faster than the speed of light, is it? That's
Right,
just the
it's not.
photons
The dot isn't a physical object. It's just
Right.
that on the surface that you're pointing at.
Right. So it doesn't matter if where the photons appear are moving at the speed faster than the speed of light, if you could even call it that.
Yeah.
Which I don't even think you could assign the movement of a non-object to speed, could you? Like,
Well, you could in an abstract sense, but it wouldn't
Yeah.
mean much in physics.
right, it wouldn't have much meaning for anything.
Or is he going to try to drag us down the duality of light rabbit hole?
Oh God.
I'm ready for that if he wants to.
I don't.
Yeah, I can go there. I'm perfectly, willing to do it, but
I
I'm ready to help out Microsoft, bro. You can go ahead.
I don't think he's a
I've only-
flurf, so we're probably safe.
oh, okay. So it was a legit question. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy with that too.
Barian said, oh, go ahead.
Punchy says, which is better, shampoo or conditioner? That's a legit question there. So
Yes, it is.
You gotta use
Aren't
both.
they two different things? Yeah.
Yeah, I would have to say shampoo, because if you keep using conditioner or nothing else, you're going to have pretty weighed down hair after a while.
oh, that's it.
I think so.
That's the problem.
Never get leave-in conditioner either. I'm just telling you that right now.
I'm a bald guy, so I got no idea.
He shaves his
I'm
head with a
wondering,
razor.
No, I use my K-bar.
Shampoos. Yeah. K-bar.
DKG Customs has a question. If you have a fridge on the moon, does the light go off when you close the door?
Depends what side of the moon you're on.
That's true.
Yeah. Oh, and does anybody else have a problem with it being called the dark side of the moon?
Yes.
I call it the far side of the moon.
So I saw somebody say something that was kind of interesting. It was the far side of the moon is dark to communication, right?
It is.
So you could, in that sense, call it the dark side of the moon.
Unless you use a satellite as a relay.
Yes.
Yes.
But as we've
And-
seen from the Epic Discovery, we've seen the other side of the moon now.
Yes. And it wasn't always dark.
Nope.
So I'm wondering if Jack would like to debate this guy Flunchy on my channel at some point.
Ooh.
I'd do it. I got 3 weeks where I got no school. Let's do it.
Oh, hey.
So we just need Flunchy in the chat to, the gauntlet's thrown down, bro.
Yeah.
I'm assuming Flunchy's a dude. I don't know.
I don't know. We don't judge.
Dude or ma'am.
Be our man.
It's too bad Concave Ashanti's not here.
Yeah.
We could have a real good debate going.
Yeah, they
I'll
already
set it up.
had
I got-
it out. It was a big deal.
It was a big deal.
Yeah.
I got Bullionator on speed dial. I can hook this up. Oh,
Jack would
Jack
go down.
would
He
go
said.
down.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Is that a yes?
Wow. That's big talk for a fluncher.
Yeah.
That is. Ooh. Flunchy's flexing.
Yeah, Flunch.
Today.
Flunchy, I got 15,000 subs. You could get your name out there, bro. Or ma'am.
We don't judge.
Nope, we're just waiting.
Yep.
Talk to Punchy. He knows about Schrodinger's cat, Flunchy.
So I ran into a ranting flat earther at Walmart today, so that was fun.
Oh,
no.
really? You met
I've never
You met a
I've never met one in the wild.
You met a flurf in the
I didn't
wild?
have either.
Yes. Second time it's ever happened.
Lucky.
Oh my gosh.
So, no, the bad part is he was harassing an 80-year-old lady who was just trying to get to her car with her groceries in her hands.
Was he trying to give him flyers?
Yeah, he's like, yo, you should see this. Like, they say that we've been to the moon. It's all fake. And the woman just enters like her walker thing from with the little bags of groceries on it, just trying to walk along, and she keeps doing this like, no, thank you. And then the guy's like, no, look at this. It's really compelling stuff. And the poor woman was like,
that'd be awesome if like she set down her groceries and took up her walker and then totally did the Yoda thing on him. Just kicked with the walker.
Cool.
See, I have met 2 flat earthers in my entire life. One of them told me they were a flat earther. The other one I could just tell because I was watching a debate between Reds and Jaren. I think it was their first debate, and he was like, "Oh, are you listening to Jarenism?" And then he heard Reds, and he was like, "Oh, it's that geocentric bull." And I was like,
"Oh God!"
And then the other one that I met, he was telling everybody that he knew, yeah, did you know the Earth's flat? You know, large bodies of water don't curve, blah, blah, blah. Nathan Thompson.
Pretty much, parroting.
I don't want to cut you off here, but I think this is funny. Flunchy said, I don't have a job because they don't like me spreading the truth. That's...
So, Jack, give MC Toon your info to get to me, and we'll set this up within the next 10 days or so.
Yeah,
if you're good with that, or
I haven't met a flat earther, but my husband had one at his job. He worked with a guy that was a flat earther.
See, the both of the flat earthers that I met were people that I bought substances that are now legal in Michigan off of. So.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
you were mentioning that before. Yeah.
It's not exactly like I'm just gonna tell you, flat earthers aren't exactly Michael Toon's type of person. I don't think Toon would run into many of those guys.
Not that type, certainly. I know 2 flurfs in real life too.
Oof.
Yeah.
I think that's the do you guys think that NASA is assigning each of us flurfs 2 at a time?
That's nice of them.
I think that's our flurf paycheck.
No, they were checking our brain cell count so that they can install 5G without us noticing.
Right.
Yeah, that's right.
They needed to dumb us down so COVID could take effect.
Right.
All the 5G viruses.
DKG Custom says I used to be a flat bellier. Now with age and wisdom, I can see the curve and things disappear over the horizon.
I don't want to know what disappears over that horizon, DKG.
Citizen 9 is wondering if you bought Aether.
Oh, yeah.
Did you buy some of them? Yeah, interesting.
Jack, I just sent you an email.
Yeah,
yeah, we'll get this set up. That'll be a ton of fun. Maybe MC Toon would want to come guest moderate.
Ooh, that would be fun. Yeah,
the last
it
time
would be probably
debate,
on the weekend.
I ruined my keyboard because I spilled some beer that I was drinking while I was debating a flat earther.
Oh no!
It's the only way I can get through a flat earth debate is with alcohol.
Yeah. Not McFlatty. Flunchy is pretty dedicated to the cause, so
yes,
he may offer a challenge.
I will take Flunchy and McFlatty on 2 on 1.
Oh,
Toon's channel.
Wow.
That is a challenge.
You know, the last flat earther that was paired up with McFlatty ran off, and the whole thing fell apart. So it was gonna be Hip Hop Herpy and McFlatty, and yeah.
Yep.
So yep.
Hey, you know, I was actually thinking because I'm working on my first video. I'm still working on it. It's crazy how long the script's getting. I'm gonna have to cut it down. I've recorded half of it, and I'm like, half of these jokes aren't even funny. But anyway, if you ever wanted a quote unquote real debate, all you have to call is one number, 855 Big Dino.
Oh God.
I don't remember that.
You don't know 855 Big Dino?
That's God,
Kent
what's his name?
Hovind.
The crazy Kent Hovind, yeah.
Kent
Oh.
Hovind.
Oh no.
Bat dingling. All right.
No.
Yeah.
Every time anybody's like, because I've been in a couple of his like live streams. He does a couple live streams on his channel, like his Whack and Atheist thing and stuff. And he'll put in the chat all the time, 855 Big Dino if you have a problem with what I'm saying or something like that. And like, and if somebody talks to him, he'll be like, you can challenge, if you want to debate, you can just call me up, son, 855 Big Dino. And it's just, I hate that number is burned into my brain, but I'll never not forget it. Like,
we have to
forget
call him one day, like live.
Yes, yes. I actually don't. I'm interested. Like,
I'm willing to do it right now.
He's probably
let's do it.
sleeping. He's an old man.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I'm so confused because it's like 5:42 my time right now.
Where are you at, if you don't mind, General Area?
Hawaii.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I'm
Lucky
on
you,
Honolulu.
man.
Well, you know, they said, hey, we'll pay you a shit ton of money to go to Hawaii for 5 weeks.
Is that
okay?
Is that the same island as
Somebody's
Joey?
gotta do it.
As Joey Rocha?
I don't know where Joey Rocha is. I don't know which island he's on. I'm on the same
I think
island
he's
as
on the
B-Ball.
Big Island. I think he's on the Big Island.
Oh,
I'm
then
not
no,
sure.
the Honolulu's not on the Big Island.
I'll look him up. I think
Rocha.
I remember him
Makes
saying he
my
was on
skin
Hawaii. He was on the Big Island. I'm not sure though.
Oh, me and B-Ball should go find him. Because he always wants to fight everybody.
Yeah.
He does, doesn't he?
Yeah. So they see what a couple of veterans, what he wants to, if he really wants to talk in person.
He's on, let's see. Wailuku?
Okay. Okay, I thought he was on the Big Island. Okay. He's on one of the smaller ones then, huh?
What's Wailuku?
I'm gonna look real quick.
Is that
There's Kilauea, there's
town, or is
Oahu.
Let's see. There's so many. It's an archipelago, so there's a whole ton of islands.
Yeah.
Schrödinger, are volcanoes real? Because Punchy's saying you should know they aren't real.
That's what Joey Rocha said. Joey Rocha.
He said lava's real, right? He concedes lava's real, but volcanoes aren't.
Yeah.
Right, but he lives on an island
made by volcanoes.
Made by volcanoes. Like, seriously, dude, come on.
I know, it's so funny.
It's so painful.
It is very painful.
Michael, you never answered my question. How come we've never had Ben on your channel?
Ben from the 5G group?
Yeah, the guy who's always citing those erroneous.
Honestly,
DKG.
It's not the type of 5G nutter that I'm interested in. I don't agree with him, but he is trying to engage in the correct type of conversation. Right? So, like, Mark Steele is trying to tell people it's a weapon system designed to kill people. That's absolute insanity. And so I am with Ben against those people. Right? That's just absolute insanity. And so until those people are gone, Ben and I are on the same team. And so he posts all these things. I really don't care a whole lot because that particular conversation, I don't have the depth in that right now.
The thing about 5G is that other systems use that frequency range.
Right.
Yeah.
Why aren't they killing people?
Here's that's not his claim. He's not that. He's saying all radio frequency stuff is the same. He knows it's the same frequency ranges and it's the same power ranges. He understands that. He is saying that these studies here show, right? He's got studies, which is something none of the other people have.
Legit studies too.
Yeah. What I don't know the quality, but here's the he's just let me finish. He's saying it's causing the calcium channels. What's it called? Oxidative stress and something oxygen channels, right? And that, right? And I'm like, what about the studies that conclude that it is bad? Like, well, no, they don't do that, but they do suggest that it's produces oxidative stress. I'm like, okay, so it's not that solid, but at least that's the right idea. I respect
what
him
I'm
for
talking about. What I'm talking about is like what Lemonbird said, that it's, you know, the frequency is what's doing it.
That's not what he's claiming.
I mean, that frequency, let's be honest, you're dealing with that frequency all damn day, every day, if you're in any sort of a metropolitan area.
Yeah. Gary's still there.
Yep.
He is. Those studies you were talking about, there's one interesting one that I saw about Wi-Fi and plants that I don't remember who brought it up, but a couple of studies, and it's been replicated, have shown that like plants don't grow as well when Wi-Fi, like in near sources of Wi-Fi. And like I've seen the studies, I've seen them replicated, like, and I've read a couple of them like fully. There's like not much to it. They grow two of the same plants, one with that near Wi-Fi and one like without any Wi-Fi signal near it, and the one without Wi-Fi signal near it grows better like 90% of the time, which, I mean, again, that's plants, that's not humans, that's Wi-Fi, that's not 5G. There's nothing to say that it'll affect humans in any way, but I do think that's a pretty interesting study. I'm trying to find it right now.
And so and that's the right kind of research.
Right.
I have seen contradictory information too, and that's the other problem with it. You get these inconsistencies. Second is, what's the mapping between how a plant responds to it and how a human responds to it?
Right.
We don't, until you know that, you can't draw strong conclusions.
Correct. And it's the same concept with plants responding to like classical music or something like that.
Right.
Different kinds of music.
That's actually something that I brought up when I first heard this article. It's like, well, if you play Mozart around plants, a lot of the time they'll grow better too. Like,
if you talk to them and
right,
you know, and you're nice, you're not mean and stuff, it's like they pick up on those vibrations.
It's I'm trying to find one that's not behind a paywall so I can
just use Sci-Hub. Copy the DOI into Sci-Hub, and then it pirates it for you.
All right, DOI into
Don't say that on my channel again. I never use that.
Is it just sci-hub.com or
What is that? What is that again?
It's a Russian pirating site that lets you get over the paywall for scientific studies.
Yeah.
It may or may not be in the side chat. I may have spelled that wrong though.
Oops. Yeah. It may have accidentally gotten in there. Yeah.
There you go.
Typo. Yeah, there's a typo.
Okay. Awesome.
I may have accidentally copied that into my bookmarks.
Yep.
Oops.
Yeah,
you guys are just making mistakes all over the place tonight. Jeez.
Well, see, I'm a notorious pirate. Like, I don't give a crap. I pirate everything. And so I have to know about this, and I have to bookmark it because I didn't have it before.
Are you
special?
Are you dreaded?
Probably.
And what's your name? Robert?
Mr. Serious?
Is it Robert?
My first name's Mr.
It's
My
not.
last name is Serious.
It's not Robert. Okay.
No.
Just checking. So, I in looking for a debate replacement, I talked to Robert Forsch. If you know him, he calls himself Truth, and he drives the Truth Mobile, which is his stupid car with truth plastered all over it. And he is amazingly stupid. I met him in Dallas, And I had a conversation on the phone with him today. It did not go well because he started making stupid claims immediately. And I'm like, he's like, there's never been a measurement of rotation. I'm like, well, I have 13 on my website. Here you go. And I pasted it to him. And so he's sending me videos of water being still right now. And I go, grow up. That is stupid. Adults have the capacity to figure things out. Are you really mentally handicapped? And I think he is.
Does he think the water sloshes around because the Earth is rotating?
Yeah, really.
He does. Absolutely,
like on
he
a
does.
100-foot waves.
All right.
The only time I've seen that is when I've been on a ship and it's been moving. The water actually does slosh around, but you're on a ship on the water.
Yep.
Being jostled around by the waves and stuff.
You know, this is one of my biggest like issues with floorboards in general. It's like this. I can't remember what it's actually called.
Dunning-Kruger.
Gosh, it's like being dumb for God kind of thing. Like righteous indignation. No, I don't think that's it. It might be. It's like faith over facts.
Yeah,
I know what you mean.
It's like they will
full
get
suspicion, willing full, Jesus, suspension of disbelief.
Yeah, it's like they will get to a point where they don't understand something, and that's their conflict. Like they don't get it. They don't know how this works, and that's why they like it just baffles them. But understanding it would be like synonymous with losing their faith.
Right.
So they
You just shut down.
Yeah. So understanding it is like impossible. Like that's a bridge they can't cross. So you have to be able to explain it to them without them understanding it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is yeah.
Yeah. Mr. Gadget says that he wants to debate the cat guy.
Oh,
man. I don't know who Mr. Gadget is.
The cat guy.
Yeah, I know who Mr. Gadget is.
Yeah. Is he serious? Is he a real flirt?
No. He's not a flirt.
Okay. LB
Stuff. He's a pretty smart dude.
LB Things Stuff and More. How you doing? If anybody's interested in like garden stuff, like a compost or anything like that, she's got some cool stuff that she's doing on her channel.
Yeah, she's a pretty smart lady.
Yeah, actually, I will. You post your channel in there, Tune,
you know Mr. Gadget.
She's not a mod.
Oh,
she's a mod now. Mr. Gadget, yeah, okay, go Gadget, absolutely.
Yeah, Mr. Gadget is Carlos from Jose's show.
Oh,
okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Hello.
Okay.
They are one and the same.
Okay.
Well, Kevin Brown said something in the chat that I really wish was true. People only use faith when there's no evidence.
No.
Yeah.
Like that's
people fall on their faith every time they're provided with evidence, like almost every time. Sadly, I wish it were true. I wish that all we needed to convince somebody that to lose faith in a bad idea was evidence that that idea wasn't true, but you can provide people with evidence all day. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink.
Right.
It's when facts become really scary. It makes them a lot harder to believe. So when you're living in oh my god, why can't I say comfortable bubble? You're living in a comfortable bubble where like there's somebody out there like taking care of you, and you don't have to worry about your soul and all this stuff, and everything's all kind of figured out and planned for you, and you have like there's a reason for life, like there's a and all this stuff is spelled out. Thinking that can be chipped away at is extremely scary. And I mean, I can understand why they stand like just so sure-footed against facts. Like I understand that, but what I don't understand is that they the model that they create, or lack thereof, is so absolutely asinine, even using their own logic.
Right.
Like, that's what I want to ask them about this whole who's at the middle of the dome. Like, why when I look up, am I in the middle of the dome? Like, are you in the middle of the dome too? Like, if we are, we got problems, you know. Like, it you know, I don't know. It's I don't like debates, namely because flurfers operate in a capacity that makes them like debate immune.
Right.
Like I said, you have to explain it to them without them understanding it. That's the only way for them to get it. So how is that possible? Somebody explain to me how that's possible.
I would, but you wouldn't understand it.
And the thing too is you could explain it to them in the most simplest of terms that even a 1-year-old could understand, and they still don't get it.
Yeah,
It
is there's a lot of psychological
Yeah.
things going on there. For most of them, or a large number of them, it is a religion, and so a religion contradicts critical thinking. They don't care. Another is, and this is the social part, it is their friend group. It is their, like, that is who they do things with. So if you look at a lot of them, they were ostracized. They didn't have a large social group, and they found something, right? And other awkward people accept them because they're all awkward together. And now, if they were to say, no, it's not flat anymore, they're like, now all my friends are going to go away.
Yeah,
right.
That's
And
true.
they can't do
Which
that.
they do.
I get that.
Yeah.
But they do. Yeah.
Something a story my grandpa used to tell me all the time, and this is something that I think back to a lot, is there are two people. Both of them were born with a genetic disability that they didn't see the color blue. Wherever they saw blue, they saw the color red.
Okay.
Convinced that blue didn't exist. And they didn't know each other. And then one day they meet and they tell each other, there's no such thing as the color blue. Suddenly to each other, not only are they validated, but they don't feel crazy anymore, because you see it too. You know that there's no such thing as blue. Now let's say that one of them gets eye surgery and gets their eye changed back to where they can see blue again. They come back and they're like, hey, so blue does exist. You just got to get this eye surgery and you'll see it. The other one will be like, oh no, you've been brainwashed. You believe in the color blue now. What he was telling me that in reference to was the conspiracies revolving around the Twin Towers. And it's crazy how conspiracy theories never change.
No,
they never change.
They don't.
So, MC Toon, Mr. Gadget would like to speak to your manager.
Oh well.
No.
I think he knows my email address.
Yeah. He said, "Why won't you let me debate him now? I want to speak to your manager."
Well, my manager's not here right now. Sorry.
I'm his manager. And I'm not here right now.
Send me an email. mctoon@mctoon.net.
I'm just saying, if I am your manager, Toon, I'm a really bad manager because half your opponents don't show up.
Yeah, no kidding. You're gonna have to do better.
You know what the biggest problem is when it comes to people, like people in the flat Earth community specifically, like wanting to stick with their own friend group, and that's why they don't want, that's one of the reasons why they wouldn't want to change their mind. Is that on our side, we don't even it doesn't even matter on this side. If you were to just be genuine and just embrace reality, we would welcome you.
Right.
Yeah.
I equate the flat Earth people like the mean girls in high school. They'll accept you as long as you do their bidding. As soon as you stop doing their bidding, they'll talk behind your back and poke at you and say all mean crap to you. And that's what happens.
Right.
You find a better group of friends and the mean girls start going, oh, really? And you want to, Yep.
I just don't understand where people if that's the case, because I never thought about that really before. But validation does not equal like that doesn't equal that you're right.
Right.
Yeah.
Like if I misunderstand what addition is, and I just think it's subtraction but double, and then I meet somebody who has that same exact misunderstanding, we're not suddenly right. We're just two people who are wrong that found somebody that got it wrong the same way.
Right. Everybody at Jonestown was right according
Right.
to everyone around them until they drank the Kool-Aid.
When I hear somebody say something that is like exactly how I believe it, I become even more skeptical about that belief.
Yeah. It's depending on who it is. Sometimes I do too. I'm like, hold on, the dummy agrees with me.
A buddy of mine on Facebook, I guess he's watching because he just messaged me on Facebook, and he told me that it's that story I told was pretty much just an updated parable of the cave, which I guess he's right. I think that's Aesop, right? Aesop's parable of the cave.
Aesop's fables.
Yeah. You know, the one where there's three people in a cave, and all they've seen their entire lives are three shadows being cast on a wall, and so they believe that those shadows are their are literally what is out in the world. You know, they see the shadows, so they're like, oh, this must be what's out there, but they go out there and they see something different. I gotta look it up to see where it came from.
Oh, we got a puppy on camera.
Uh-oh. There you go. This is Diamond.
I love her. Wait, is that the three-legged one?
She's got all four. She's got all four.
I love her too, though.
Come here, Shadow. Now they're playing. They're 14 years old and they're playing. Come here, Shadow. All right.
That's
come on.
cool,
There we go.
though.
Good girl.
And my cat's 16, and he still acts like a kitten.
All right, here you
Yeah,
go.
we had a 15-year-old cat that played with a little 1-year-old cat, and he kept up with them.
Hi, Shadow.
Here is
I love you.
the three-legged dog. She doesn't know. She's like, what are you doing to me? But yeah.
Hello.
She got
Hello,
no leg
puppy.
ears.
I love her.
She
so cute.
Yeah, she broke her leg like right here.
Oh no.
On just in a wood pile out back here, and she came hopping in, and it was shattered. And the vet's like, you just take it off. They don't care. She doesn't care.
Yeah. I mean, they'll grow to live without it. I mean, even if you didn't cut it off, that she'd just grow to live with a little flappy something there. And I mean, that's gross, but
yeah.
But since I butchered it so amazingly, I want to read the actual allegory of the cave, because it was Plato, not Aesop. In the allegory, Plato likened. Wait, 1 second. Yeah, in the allegory, Plato likens people untutored in the theory of forms to prisoners chained in a cave, unable to turn their heads. All they can see is the wall of the cave. Behind them burns a fire. Between the fire and the prisoners, there is a parapet, along which puppeteers can walk. The puppeteers who are behind the prisoners hold up puppets that cast shadows on the wall of the cave. The prisoners are unable to see the puppets, the real objects that pass behind them. What the prisoners see and hear are shadows and echoes cast by objects that they do not see. Such prisoners would mistake appearance for reality. They would think the things they see on the wall, the shadows, were real. They would know nothing of the real causes of the shadows. So,
isn't that exactly applicable to flat earthers?
I mean, yeah, pretty much. It's applicable to a lot of conspiracy theories. You see something, you're not able to look further into it, so you just come to a conclusion based on
incomplete information.
Yeah, incomplete information.
Well, to be fair, it's probably applicable to all of us as well, because I'm sure, absolutely sure, there's something out there that we can't fathom yet.
Right. Like, you can say you can fathom infinity, but your brain just cannot grasp.
You don't know. You don't know my brain. Back off, punk.
Like, because anything you try to imagine, you're imagining a thing, and a thing almost by definition is finite. You know, like.
Well, we used to think that our galaxy was all that there was.
Yeah, right. And now
that we know there's other galaxies.
Right.
So what's beyond that? Are there other universes? We don't know.
There was an interesting video I saw recently about the scientists recently being able to detect like particles in the universe that they used to not be able to find.
Are you talking about the Higgs boson?
The Higgs boson?
No, it was like they were detecting like light passing
neutrinos?
through. No, oh god, it was so weird. It was like they knew from
neutrinos.
No.
There was like a thing where like two helium atoms can like bond or something, and the way they bond, like it only could happen to like one in 10 atoms or something. I can't remember exactly what it was. They said that they found basically like when they were looking at the universe, they couldn't account for like a big mass of these because they didn't like.
It wasn't the God particle, was it?
No, it wasn't. It was just literally just helium atoms floating out in space. Okay. Axions, it could be, but they said they just couldn't find them. They knew that they should find a certain percent of them, and they only had like 2%. And they should be finding 10. So there was like a big missing like amount of stuff in space, and they found a way to like track light through them somehow. I can't remember exactly how it worked.
I think PhD Tony said axions, so I think you were right.
Yeah,
Axions.
he said axions.
Axions, how do you pronounce it?
But there were like dark clouds of these things just floating around space, like all over the place, and that's pretty neat.
I got something in my drawer here actually. So, what were we saying, Glober Mom?
I need to get going. It's 9:00 here, so
it is. Yeah, we'll be wrapping it up here too. So thank you for coming, Glober Mom.
Have a wonderful night, Glober Mom.
Yes, thank you, Chad.
Yeah, I don't believe you. My clock says it's 6:08. I'm calling you out.
Yeah, you're 3 hours behind me. That's right. You're 3 hours behind me.
We can debate this. Let's have a sit down formal
It's
debate
weird, actually,
about what
having
time
you
it is.
in a time zone behind me for a change. I'm usually the one that's the last time zone.
You know,
you told me you like it from behind, so.
Oh. I mean, who doesn't?
All right.
But the
man.
Oh no! TMI.
TMI.
Was I not supposed to tell anybody that? I'm sorry.
I don't understand even why we have time zones. To be perfectly honest, like I don't understand how they're
Transportation,
anymore.
Trains.
Because the sun can never
just go
set.
to UTC.
Did you take that Riley yet, Tim?
Yeah, I'm done with taking the Riley. If we're gonna talk time, I think we should go for metric time. There's 10 hours in a day, and there's 100 minutes in an hour, and there's 100 seconds in a minute. And
that's fine.
So
yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
100 days in a month, or
no? I said time, not calendar. Duh.
Duh. Sorry.
All right. Good night, guys.
Good night.
Good night.
Have a good night.
Good night.
But if I'm ever king of the universe, everybody's going to GMT, and so what if the sun comes up at midnight where you live? What's the problem?
Right.
So, because if you tell somebody I'm going to call you at 8:00 p.m., they know what you're talking about.
Right. See, one thing you also got to do is you just got to add one more month for at the end of the year, just so it can be 13 months.
And every month should have 33 days.
There you go.
Yes. And name the last month. Name the month after December, NASA.
Coup of Thermidor. When? Says Don Giovanni. Coup of Thermidor. No idea.
Nope.
Yeah, I don't. It's Google doesn't. Thermidor and Revolution. Oh yeah, okay, Thermidor. Hold on.
Was that something about?
Oh. Could have been about calendars, not time. Because Clive Wells is saying that the French tried 10 days a week, and that sounds like a French place. So, oh yeah, I had an idea for calendar changes. I have seen several different calendar change ideas. One was that the January 1st is always the same day, and each month has the same number of days, and then every several years you have an extra week for the leap days.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you have to save up to get to 7.
I just say screw the leap days. Just let the clock do what it wants, and maybe 1,000 years down the line we'll have midnight suns.
Well, you do have midnight sun.
Well, I'm just saying,
right place. Yeah. Okay.
NASA Ember comes after December. You're right, Clive Wells. That's just how it is.
NASA Ember. Oh. February. Nice.
February.
Yes.
The 11th of February.
So, 10 days a week. 10 days a week would not be fun for work days, for work weeks.
I mean, imagine 5 on off.
A what?
5-day weekend. 5 on off.
Well, that I would go for.
If 10 the standard, you could have day business week 5 off. You could alternate people on which side of they work. I don't know.
He keeps.
Yeah, I have no idea.
So this Robert Forsch is so stupid. He thinks that sending me his same playlist over and over and over again is meaningful. He's that dumb. He told me at the Flat Earth the global Flat Earth Global Convention in Dallas that he has that his liked video list, right, is that it was the reason that his list was the reason that YouTube got rid of the publicly viewable liked video list. He thinks he's the reason. Because his list was so good. So much truth on there.
That's about like how Simon claims he invented the whole flat Earth movement. Like, just like you're.
Yeah, well, yeah,
no idea what you're talking
he's
about.
like, if it wasn't for me, none of you people on Facebook would be in any of these flat Earth groups. I'm like, that would be awesome. Can you undo that? Let me get in the DeLorean right now, and I'm gonna. How do I make sure you never do it, Simon? Do I have to do that? What I need to do? Okay, fine. I will if I need to, Simon.
To go full Terminator. Judgment Day on not Judgment Day because the Terminator helps him.
It'll make a loop of some sort. So.
Oh God, Looper. Oh God, imagine like 15-year-old Simon.
Ooh, Danny Jones. Danny Jones Hoax Police, who deals with Mark Steele and Lee Garrett, apparently got 2 false copyright strikes against him from them. So yeah. There you go. And Schrödinger, I was messaged you a while ago about this. About how to get a little bit less possibility of copyright strike. Right?
Yes.
That, the law is in the United States, it's different in different countries, but in the United States, fair use is when you modify something and you change it and you use it for entertainment or critique or analysis or education, right? That makes it fair use. So modifying it is one of the ways that does that. So when I do things, I do like to have, if you look right now, the perimeter around this, when I'm doing somebody else's video on my stream, I don't do it full screen. Usually. Sometimes I do, but more lately I do it not full screen. I have this thing around it because then I'm modifying, not just analyzing or critiquing it, I'm actually modifying it. And it doesn't stop the automated system, but it does bolster your case a little bit if you come up to it. So anyway, Schrödinger, I was saying, because a lot of what you do is just, you'll take a 20-minute video, add your commentary, and now it's 25 minutes. Right.
Well, yeah. No, I don't do that so much anymore. Like the last few videos I've had have been 20-minute videos that I've turned into a 10-minute video, even with my commentary.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
But like the one that I'm working on right now, I did what you had suggested, and I cropped out, the edges.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because there was a watermark there that I cropped out, but even still, I haven't had really any trouble because about every 2 minutes of it, I'm adding some commentary in there. I really haven't had any issues yet, except I did get one copyright strike that I actually sent to one of another debunker who is an attorney, and said, WTF, and he looked at it and said that's fair use, but YouTube right now is operating at probably half capacity.
Oh yeah.
So I just had to eat it. It was there a couple of months, and now it's gone.
Oh, the strike goes away.
They do.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, if you get 3 strikes within 3 months, your channel's gone.
Yes.
But if you get a strike 3 months later, that strike goes away like it never happened.
Okay.
And there's a lot of people, especially the First Amendment auditor people, have started just false doing DMCA copyright strikes.
Yeah.
And the Masshole report is dealing with that right now. There's a First Amendment auditor who's just a terrible human being. Has done false copyright strikes on them like 3 different times. Luckily, all 3 times YouTube says no, this is fair use. But I just got unlucky with mine, where I guess the automated system took care of all of it. But it's gone now.
Yeah.
No worries. But on my 10,000 subscriber special, like 8 seconds of it was when we were showing Nathan Thompson on his little skateboard thing, and he had some music he was playing.
Oh.
That got a copyright strike. And so it didn't take down the video, but what it did was it demonetized the video. But whatever.
So have you used you can do a thing where it will remove the audio, just the audio, just the music. But if you had a live stream, it'll remove the live stream from it because it modifies the actual video.
Right, and I didn't want to do that,
Yeah.
so I just said whatever.
Yeah, and sometimes it's fine. But I have used that. Like I said, I have this other channel where I do some testing things, and I've done it where it'll say there's this section of this music, and I'll say, all right, we'll take it out. And the music is gone. It takes hours to process sometimes, but it's kind of cool how it does that. So,
Right.
but I think it's about time to wrap it up here. So, let's see, Danny Jones Hoax Police.
Aww.
With his copyright strike. Everybody, if you want, I'm going to grab his channel here. And if you want to look, so he's out there dealing with some of the Flat Earth garbage. Oops.
Why don't you throw him a wrench so he can drop his own
I'll do that. Here you go. So paste your channel in there now that you're a mod. Let's see. That's the wrong video. I'll grab it too. He gets a lot of crap. The anti-5G guys think that the proper way to refute claims is to make accusations and apparently to do copyright strikes. So that solves problem. That makes things go.
Right.
Yeah.
Then that proves your point too, right?
Apparently does, yeah. So, yep. Gowden's Ryber is asking, is Flunchy a flirt? He is. He
is one of the most annoying and frankly ugly flirts I've ever met. Him and McFlatty are both kind of.
They're tied for ugliest, I think.
Yeah. Flunchy and McFlatty.
The two trolls, huh?
Yeah. So, that's cute. McFlatty's mom says he's handsome. So there you go.
Oh. I mean, everybody's mom thinks they're handsome.
So, all right. Well, let's go with Mr. Serious. How you doing? You got a channel?
I do.
I don't know if you're a moderator. Why don't you say something in the chat, and I'll make sure you are.
Not.
I can fix that.
But yeah, I do have a channel, and because of healthy reasons, I wasn't able to stream on it for like last 2.5 months or something. But actually, I plan on starting back tomorrow. I was streaming every day, and I'd love to do that again. But I think I'm just gonna try. Actually, I'm just gonna try. I'm gonna try to stream every day. I don't care. What's health? What's health? You know, whatever. I'll just do it. It's not like it's hard, but it's like. It's hard to do when you're like wanting to die from the pain you're in, but whatever. I'm tired of the lack of connection.
Yeah.
So I have 111 subscribers, and they are the best people on YouTube.
I'm number 112. Am I one of the best people now, or is it just the first
Yes.
111?
No,
11-1 technically. 11.
The number can grow, but that's how you know if you're on the list.
I'm the 11-2nd, I guess. So, all right, we're up to Schrödinger's cat. Okay, go ahead.
McFlatty's disappointed mother in the chat. He says he's dumb as a mule and twice as ugly. I'm sorry, McFlatty.
That's.
I love you.
Truth hurts.
Nobody should hear that, especially from their mother. I love you, McFlatty. Just know somebody does. All right, go ahead. Sorry about that.
Schrödinger's cat, how you doing?
Yeah, thanks for the invite. You know, always excited to be here, and I'm also super excited to the potential of hosting a debate between Jack and Flunchy. I think that's going to be one hell of a time.
Jack
Flunchy,
gets the worst and dumbest ones for some reason.
Yeah, I'm just hoping Flunchy will do his homework and actually try to bring something substantial to the table.
Gleam was not that dumb, but he's up there.
Gleam is respectful and you can have a conversation. But yeah, he thinks that the rotational speed of galaxies that are many light years away proves the Earth is flat.
Yeah. Well, I'll make sure Flunchy is respectful, and I'll do some good moderating. I think it'll be a good time.
In Spanish, like that guy on McToon's channel did.
Yeah.
Remember?
In Spanish, Simon.
Yeah. The guy who brought his camera into his house and had his kids.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was
the
not
angry
his
guy.
He does not own a house.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was
Simon.
Probably.
I
a trap
remember
house.
that. Yeah.
He's not a very nice person.
So anyway, yeah, I've got a premiere that'll be at noon Eastern time tomorrow. So everybody take a look, and I'll see y'all next time.
All right, thank you for coming, Jack.
I got nothing. I just want to go to bed at this point. I'm tired.
Super. Congratulations on finishing a year of school. First year of college.
One more to go.
So, and the George said.
Alrighty, guys. Just I don't have any videos up, but I'm dropping my link in the channel right now. In the chat right now. If you want to subscribe, I'm working on a video debunking something Kent Hovind said, so it should be fun. Should be quite a good time. See you guys later. Thanks for having me, Tim.
Yes. And
I'm your 7th subscriber.
Thank you very much.
Lucky number 7.
Lucky number 7. That's right.
Nice. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much to the super chats for members, for patrons, and everybody who came along. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, and if you didn't, give it a thumbs down, and then tell us all about why. So that's all I got. We'll see you next time. Thanks.
Later.